don't know how much of the intro you heard either, because I like to talk before the things like fully even started. So anyway, I just said the best way I know to start the stream is to just do it. So hello, welcome to the stream, dude. I think this thing is okay, dude. I've like smoking something or this shit is busted, dude. I thought someone redeemed it last time. I'm convinced it's broken. I made a save state for persistence. I think it resets when I sorry, I'm talking crazy nonsense. Sorry. Okay, this was the Halloween outfit for stream. I was gonna show it off last time, but then I started the stream and like it stopped and the outfit wasn't like in the colors. And so I thought like someone redeemed it, but this time I looked and I was like, there's no way. There's no way someone redeemed it that fast. So I think what happened is I made a thing so that everybody can redeem like the first, second, and third for like the stream. And then as a part of that, I did a thing where it would save how many times people have been first, second, and third. And I think as part of that, I made a thing where every time the stream starts, it would like reset and load the persistence of like the stream in case like there's like a disconnection or something like that. It would like keep it. And I think what happened as a part of that, I set the default outfit. And I think it loads the other default outfit and then sets it. And then that's why every time I've gone to start stream, I went from this outfit to like the default one. Yeah. Anyway, that's that's what I got, dude. I think I tried to calibrate before stream. I feel like I'm leaning like slightly sideways. Also, hello, I'm Pikachu. Welcome to my host club. Welcome to our host club. Today we're gonna play Death Stranding. It might be completely cursed. There's a surprising amount of people actually playing this game too, and I'm so like scared for what is gonna like happen. And also I brought 2 beverages today. I brought water, which is for like, ow, dude, I can't even open this. I'm a weak, feeble individual. But so I brought water to drink, you know, to hydrate, and also probably just so I don't die in general. That's me dropping the sound of a water cap in case you didn't hear that and or heard that. But yeah, so the first goal is to drink water so we don't die, and it's also so we stay like slightly less crusty. And then I also brought Coke to ensure we counteract. We don't want too good of a production quality here, so we want to counteract that with some nice crunchy, crusty Coca-Cola. I don't know if you can hear me drinking water. I probably should have drank this before the stream now that I think about it, but I feel like you're just like living life and everything is fine, and then you like, I feel like maybe it's just me, but I feel like I talk to people and they're like, oh my god, I'm so thirsty. It's probably because a lot of words are leaving my mouth and that's how like vocal folds work and stuff, but like, dude, I'm just like, holy shit, man. There's sometimes also this water tastes really good right now, which makes you think this is my body's way of being like, you're gonna die if you don't drink more of this. So maybe this is gonna be dumb, but like maybe we'll take like a minute hydration break thingy. Yeah, we'll just hydrate. Just everybody take a moment and take care of your body. Yeah. Okay, I promise I'm not like pogging out, making the pog face. Or maybe I am, just not intentionally. Yeah, I don't know if I have a ton of stuff to talk about. There's been a lot of streams lately. I was gonna say a ton and a lot at the same time, and they both came out at the same time, so I apologize. Yeah, I was really busy at work last week. Oh, and I spilled like soda on my keyboard yesterday. That's my first talking point actually, now that I think about it. Okay, I spilled soda on my keyboard yesterday. It was like it was great. I should know better than this by now, but I feel like the fact there's only been one incident means I can fully sort of almost trust myself. Sorry, I'm looking, where are my eyes looking? I put 2 sodas on my mouse pad because I've been living a life that is, let's say there's a lot of cans next to me, or there were a lot of cans next to me, and there wasn't a lot of space. So I feel like, all right, I needed a place to put a can because I opened the can, I was going to drink the can, and I was like, I'm not using my like computer right now anyway. So there's 2 cans on my mouse pad, one like right next to the other. And I feel like they sat there for like 6 hours and it was fine. And like right as I was like getting ready to go to bed, I like smacked one of them. and then it fell over. It just like straight up started spilling on my keyboard, like down my desk, and I was like, oh, I was like, shit. So I like went and grabbed like paper towel and stuff, and I was like, dude, there's no way, because I was like, even if I just wipe it off, it's gonna be so sticky. So I just like took the it's like a split keyboard, right? So I just straight up like unplugged the half of the keyboard and just like ran it underwater. I was like, I'm just gonna wash it off and we'll just let it dry for like however long it has to dry for. Because I thought like, well, if there's any damage that's been done already, it's gonna be because this shit is plugged in and I just spilled Coke on it. So I was like, we'll just put the Coca-Cola keyboard under the water, and I like just straight up like rinse this shit off, and it's kind of nasty too. Well, it was nasty. Now it's super clean, but like, so I just rinsed that shit off underwater, and then like I just like left it. I was like, we'll just leave it to dry, because I was like, the other part of me was like, I think the proper way to clean this would have been to like wipe up the Coke, take off all the keycaps, like put them in soapy water, like in a container of like soapy water, and then I probably would have had to like pull the switches and everything too, and also put those in like soapy water just because of how it's built. And I was like, fuck that, bro. I was like, it was like it's minutes before 2 a.m. or something. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm just gonna go wash it off. So I washed it off, and then I plugged it in. Like, I think I waited like a day, and then I plugged it in, and it was like typing all kinds of random nonsense, and I was like, oh damn it. I was like, please don't be broken. So I tried to look up like how long does it take a keyboard to dry, and for like 2 to 4 days. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have that kind of time, dude. I have to play video games and stuff. So I ended up like taking apart the keyboard, like unscrewing it, and then it was so fucking, this is a bad word, but not like a bad word, but like, dude, it was so moist in there. I was like, oh fuck, dude, like no wonder this thing's typing like random keys. So I had to like open it up, like paper towel out the insides, and then I took, the first night to dry it off, I took like a blow dryer to it, and I just like let it run for like, I tried to pretend it was at the car wash, and that like giant fucking car thing was like going over, the car dryer was going over my keyboard. Because I have like a diffuser that like sucks, it doesn't like suck all the hot air. What does it do? It like shapes all the hot air down into like a thin slot, and then just like sprays it out onto the thing, right? So it's like, it was doing a really good job of like, just like beating all the water off of the keyboard, like just like blowing it off basically. Kind of like how the car wash thing does, I guess. I was hoping it would like help evaporate the water faster, but there was such a large volume of water on the keyboard from washing the keyboard. I was like, yeah, this probably, I was like, this is going to take a bit. I was also worried I didn't want like the electronics get too hot, although I don't know like how hot they can really get from like a hairdryer. They're pretty weak in my opinion. I've tried to use a hairdryer as like a substitute heat gun to bend acrylic before, and I was like, dude, there's no fucking way. And every time I look up a guide that's like how to bend acrylic tubing, it's like, set that shit to 300 and then like wait. And I'm like, dude, like I'm gonna be here all fucking week, bro. Like, so every time I bend acrylic, I'm like, no one has time for this shit, dude. So I just put that shit up at like 600 or something, which is like way more than they recommend. And then I was like, all right, just keep the tube in motion so like one spot doesn't get too hot and it doesn't bubble. But yeah, so I was like, with that, I was like, there shouldn't be a way, like this shouldn't get hot enough to like actually fuck up my keyboard. But yeah, so I just like put the hairdryer on it, and then I let it sit for like a day, and then I don't think that was enough because like I said, I plugged it in the next morning and it was typing all kinds of random nonsense, and finally I had to like open up the keyboard. It smelled like, it was so bad. It's like, there's like a certain smell distilled water has. I feel like whenever you're working with like computer parts or like a water cooling loop, it smells like stagnant wet electronics. It's like, and those are words that shouldn't really be mixed, but like there's no better way for me to describe it. Like it smelled like distilled water that had like left in like a tube for like way too long. So I just like opened it up, I took it all apart, I rinsed it off with like paper. I didn't rinse it off, I wiped it down with like paper towel. And that was the other part. I was like, shit, dude. I was like, if the water didn't kill this shit, like this paper towel, like the static electricity is gonna be like, I'm gonna be so pissed if like I came this far and was like so close, and then I short this thing with like a paper towel. But luckily it all worked out. I kind of was like gentle and I just patted down the keyboard. And I rinsed out all the insides, and I took the blow dryer to it again to like blow dry off all the little excess remaining little bits of water and stuff. And then it was good, dude. I plugged it in, it was golden. Actually, before, I put one screw back in it, and then I plugged it in to make sure it wasn't going to type a whole bunch of gibberish again, and I actually like dried it out, and then it worked, and so I was like, oh, you're sick. And so I put all the little bits of the screws back in, and then the keyboard was dry. And I realized now that I'm like, what is this, like 10 minutes into the story, I'm just like, why am I talking about this? But it's fine. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday evening, and I was super worried today. I was like, fuck, dude, I hope my keyboard isn't busted, because I thought, like, I actually broke one of these keyboards before. I think I plugged it into a KVM, and then without realizing, I plugged the wrong power adapter into that KVM, and that like overvolted the USB ports on like the KVM switch, and which ended up like overvolting back to like my mouse and keyboard. Somehow my mouse was like fine, it didn't give a fuck, but like I completely fried like the link between my split keyboards that's supposed to like take the signal and like power. I think that's where the actual processor is. So I think it's like 2 halves of like a dead dummy keyboard that hooks up to like a little Y adapter in the middle, and I think in that Y adapter in the middle is where the actual like keyboard processor's at. I don't know why my hands are so scuffed and tracking badly, but yeah, there's like a little thing in like the middle of like the Y cable, and that's where like the neuron, whatever the heck they call it, lives. That's like their name, not mine. I would just call it a microcontroller, or like an ARM processor is probably what it is. But yeah, last time I think the KVM like overvolted that and it like fucked it up. So when I did that, I bought a brand new keyboard, and then I bought a replacement one of those, thinking like, well, I'll either have a whole new keyboard. I guess I thought like, well, I'll replace this, but then the place I order these keyboards from isn't like on Amazon, so it takes like 2 weeks. And I was like, I work on like a software like job, and I was like, I can't be without like a good keyboard for like 2 weeks, which sounds really privileged, but like, hear me out, you know, if you're used to like a keyboard and you type on it all the time, dude, it kind of sucks when you like downgrade. Because I tried to buy like a cheapo Amazon like split keyboard, and it was like terrible, nasty, like membrane switches. It stretched to like, I bought like a split keyboard too, which was my first mistake. I should have just sucked it up and put like a regular real ass keyboard, and then done like what every other human being in the world does, put my mouse on one side and my keyboard on the other, and then it would have been fine. But instead I tried to buy like a split keyboard, and I couldn't find like a really good one. So I had like this super gross membrane ergonomic split keyboard that had like not nearly enough space between it to do what I'd normally do anyway, which is where I put my mouse in the middle of my desk, and then I have like this VTuber setup is modeled exactly like my real desk, where it's like there's half a keyboard here where my one hand sits, there's a mouse in the middle, and then the other half of the keyboard where my other hand sits. And so yeah, basically I had to type on that for like 2 weeks. I was like, this is fucking miserable. I think it didn't even have like N key rollover. It's like if I hit like W, A, and shift at the same time, you were just like shit out of luck in like FPS games. So when I had that experience, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy the replacement thingy because I think that's what's broken, and I think both halves of the keyboard are okay. But then I also thought, but just in case I get this and then I have to wait another 2 weeks and type on the same shitty keyboard, I'm gonna order a new keyboard, and I'm just gonna have 2. And like, if it works for the old one, then I can have 2 fully functioning keyboards. If it doesn't, then I'll just use the new keyboard. Like, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Because I think the replacement little join thingy was like $10, but the keyboard itself was like $260. It's like, I'm just gonna spend the extra $10. I was like, fuck it, because then it's like I don't have to buy another $260 keyboard if it ever like happens again in the future. But I think what happened is I realized when I moved, I don't think I kept that keyboard. I think I like left it like at the last place I lived. So now I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, so I thought I had a spare keyboard replacement. If I was like, okay, so if like one half doesn't work, I'll just bust out the other one. That's why I kept the other keyboard anyway. And I'll just break out the other half, and I'll just have a really tacky mix match, because one's like one color and the other's like a different color. One keyboard is black and the other keyboard is white. And I did that on purpose because the first time I bought a white keyboard, and I realized like there is a level of filth that is like stained into that white keyboard that is never coming out. So I was like, we'll just buy the black keyboard this time. And so I was like, we'll just use the other half and it'll look tacky, but like it'll work until we can buy like a better keyboard or like fix it or whatever. So I went to do that, and then I realized I don't want the other half of the keyboard. So I was like, fuck, dude, I hope this works. And luckily it did. So I didn't have to do that. But now I should probably think about what I'm going to do for like a backup keyboard if this thing ever like has something bad happen to it. Or I could just stop putting cans next to my keyboards, which might also just be a viable solution, which is really like the rule I made for myself anyway. Because I have like some really nice hardware, and I have like a really nice mouse pad. And I was like, I don't want this like mouse pad getting all fucked up. So that used to be like my rule would be like no food or drink near the mouse pad, which is like not survived well because there's also a bunch of stuff on the mouse pad, and I have to clean the mouse pad soon. What I did last time is I did the throw away the mouse pad of shame, because like there's another level of permanent filth that's like never coming out of this. So I threw away the old mouse pad and bought a new one. But this time I'm like, I don't want to like, I don't want to keep buying these like $60 mouse pads, bro. Like, because they're like special like imported mouse pads from Japan, and I was like, I could just be like a regular person and buy like every other shitty mouse pad. But like, there's kind of a difference if you ever like play games, like play FPS and stuff. So that is one thing. This is like a dude. I used to think like 120 hertz monitors were like a fucking scam. It wasn't until I tried one that I was like, holy shit, this is like, I can see the future, bro. Like, this is legit. And I feel like mouse pads are the same, where I thought like, dude, I expected, like, I was like, dude, I'm going to buy this mouse pad. It's going to be the best thing that's going to happen is it's going to be no worse than like what I'm currently using. And then I tried it and I was like, holy shit, dude, this is like the night and day different. Like, I had so much more control over the mouse, and I felt like I was so much better at like gaming. I mean, like such an improvement that I didn't expect from like such a thing that I didn't expect to like have it come from. So if you're ever thinking about upping your FPS game, buy a mouse pad. That's my recommendation. It will probably help more than you think. If that doesn't help more than you think, and you can afford it, buy like a high frame rate monitor, but not too high of a frame rate because I think frame rate's overrated. Also, hello, that Daft Punk Panda. Welcome to our host club. I feel like it's almost you should be like part you should be part owner. You could it could be like our normally it's like our host club, like us, the community's host club. At this point, I feel like you're here enough. You should have like part ownership of the host club at this point. I'm more yellow than you remember. This was my Halloween outfit that I made just in time to not stream for like the last 2 weeks of like October. This was my Halloween themed outfit. I'm supposed to be like kind of pumpkin flavored, you know? You're just a regular. I mean, I guess that's kind of true, but I feel like you help carry the stream sometimes. So yeah, welcome Raiders. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I just got done explaining like a 17-minute story about how I spilled soda on my keyboard. Just sum it up. Last night before bed, I spilled Coca-Cola on my keyboard. I unplugged it. I just washed the keyboard off under the sink, and then I blow dried the keyboard, which didn't work. And then I opened it up. It smelled like wet. It smelled like soggy computer components and leftover distilled water. And then I just paper toweled that out and then blow dried that off as well. And then put the keyboard back together. And now it works. And now I'm here streaming. We're about to play Death Stranding. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I'm so afraid the stream is gonna suck so bad because I'm gonna be bored. Dude, it has like a smell because like I worked a lot with like water cooling loops and stuff. So it does, dude. It's got like a nasty, it's like, it just smells like stagnant, musty water. Like, so I opened it up and it had that smell and I was like, no, because I plugged it in the first time. I think I blow dried it, like plugged it in. It was kind of scuffed. Like it was just typing random garbage. I unplugged it. And then I think I waited a day and I plugged it back in and it was still kind of like scuffed. It's like, okay. And then I looked and it was like, it takes 2 to 3 days for mechanical keyboard to dry. So I was like, okay. So I took it apart because like, I don't have 2 to 3 days. I was like, we're going to expedite this process. So I just opened up the keyboard and it did. It smelled like musty water in there. And I was like, I just paper toweled it out and like blow dried it. And then it was like, plugged it back in. I was like, oh, thank God it's not typing random garbage. So that was the other thing I said before this. It's like these keyboards take like 2 weeks because they ship from like Europe and they're not on Amazon. So every time I buy one of these, it's like last time I broke one of these, I had to use a shitty like ergonomic membrane split keyboard thingy that I bought off of Amazon that was like way too expensive for what it was. And it didn't have N key rollover, so I hit like Shift A and W and I couldn't do anything in like FPS games. It was fucking terrible. No, I did after last time because I bought the replacement link for like the 2 keyboards and then I plugged the like, yeah, so I'm telling my whole story over again, but like bear with me. Okay, so last time I shorted one of these keyboards, I plugged it into like a KVM, which is like a little switch that switches between computers. You like plug like both USB inputs into the back of it, and then you plug like a monitor input into the back of it, and then you plug your actual desk monitors into it and your keyboards and stuff into it. And then you can hit a button on the thing that switches it from like computer 1 to computer 2. And so I plugged the wrong USB adapter into the KVM and it like started smoking and like overvolted like all my electronics and it fried my keyboard. And so I think what I was saying is like, I think the split keyboard I have, like it has like two halves of a keyboard are like just dummy input things that just take like key switch stuff and send it upstream. And then there's like a little part in the middle that actually hooks up to the PC, which I think is like where the ARM processor that processes like the keyboard stuff lives at. So I think what happened is like the little ARM processor ate the over voltage for the team and it like fried itself, but I think it saved both halves of my keyboard. But I didn't know that at the time, so I went to buy like the replacement one of those, but then I was like, if this doesn't work, I don't want to wait 4 more weeks. I don't want to buy this, have it ship in 2 weeks, and then get it, and then have to wait another 2 weeks if like that didn't fix the problems. I ended up buying like a whole new keyboard at that time, and then bought the replacement thingy. And so I had that, and my other 2 halves of like my old keyboard, basically. So I had just two separate keyboards at this point, because I was like, if it works, then I'll just have a backup keyboard. But then I realized I left that backup keyboard elsewhere when I moved. So this is my only keyboard, and I just hope nothing happens to it, and we just won't put drinks near the keyboard. Which was kind of the rule originally, but as I ran out of desk space, living my lazy, slobbish lifestyle, I put drinks near the keyboard, and then, yeah, I spilled Coca-Cola on the keyboard. But I feel like, part of me is like, I know, like, shame on me, I should know better, but, like, the other part of me is just like, dude, like, we went, well, like, a long time. It was like a 5-year run where we didn't spill anything on the keyboard, so I feel like that's, you know how like they don't make buildings meteor proof because the likelihood of a meteor striking a building just isn't worth the money they're going to spend trying to meteorite proof it. That's how I feel. It's just like the likelihood of a Coke can spilling on the keyboard isn't worth the investment of like buying a backup keyboard. Is that like a fair thing to say? Simply get a backup and a cup holder. This desk actually is supposed to have cup holders like built in. I think I got rid of them. I think I was like, dude, the cup holder's like 4 feet away from where I sit. And I'm like, I'm not walking to my cup holder to get my drink, bro. That doesn't make any sense. so RIP the cup holders of this desk. They didn't make it. I never plugged them in. I never unplugged them. I never bolted them on. And I was like, this is dumb. This is a dumb place to keep a cup holder. So that's the, depends on the size of the meter. You have a roll of duct tape on your desk? I have a gaffer's tape like lying around. Is your duct tape your cup holder? Is that you're like, oh, is that because like you think like the duct tape, like the can fits in the duct tape and is like less likely to tip over? Because that kind of makes sense. That's like more ingenious than just like letting the can sit idly on the desk. What I really need is like a can chute at the back of my desk that just like drops them into the garbage in a way that doesn't let soda spill out all over the floor. So I feel like that would like, dude, that's like, this is such a genius idea. Why haven't I done this? I have a garbage can like next to my desk. I think it's because like there's usually like a little tiny bit of soda left in the can, and I'm always worried. I always try to like rinse that part out. It's like I need a running water. I need a drain attached to my desk, you know. And then you could double as like if times get really desperate, it could double as like a urinal, you know. And then you don't have to keep the piss bottle at your desk. I feel like we could patent this. This could be like a thing, okay? If I make a desk urinal that also can have soda cans dumped out into it. Also, hello, Suba Phoenix, welcome. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I messed with my mic settings a bunch earlier. Not earlier, like the other day. So I hope it's better. I was singing into like a NT1A, that like a Rode microphone. It's like RHODE, I think. Maybe it's RODE. I think I always think there's an H in there and there's not. I realized it had like this a sweet spot of like, if you put it up to like 50 dB. Okay, so I have to get it 48 volts of phantom power, put it up to 50 dB, and then if you sang into it like perfectly, like it's like 6 inches away perfectly, like it sounded amazing. And then anytime you'd like move in away from or like move it, it's like, dude, it sounded so shit. So I realized that after that, I was like, holy shit, like volume and like placement does a lot for your mic. So like I moved this one and I turned up the volume slightly. So you're losing the plot, Pika. What do you mean the table, the keyboard plot, the toilet, the urinal, the desk urinal plot, or like the excuse me, I'm clearing my throat. Yeah, but I think like last thing right before you joined stream, I said, so there was a rule for a while I had that was like, okay, don't put food or drink near the keyboard And also don't put food or drink on the mouse pad, which is where my Coca-Cola can was like directly on my mouse pad. That used to be my rule because like this is a $60 import mouse pad from Japan because I'm an FPS gamer. Okay, bear with me here. And I was like, do not put anything near that mouse. That mouse pad is like the pride and joy of this family. Okay, don't you dare put anything on that mouse pad. So that was always the rule, and then I broke the rule by putting Coke cans on the mouse pad, and then I paid for the price by spilling Coca-Cola on my keyboard. But yeah, I was saying before that, I was like, one thing I bought this mouse pad and it felt ridiculous at the time because I had like a really old like Logitech mouse pad and it got like super crusty, and I was like, there's no save in this. And so I was like, okay, we'll buy a nice fancy mouse pad just to see, right? And I was like, because I figured like the worst that was gonna happen is I was gonna have like nothing was gonna change, and the best thing that was gonna happen, I was gonna be like, this mouse pad has changed my life. And it was one of those situations where it was like the latter. I was like, holy shit, like I gained so much more control, and like I was so much better at like FPS games after like than I expected just by switching my mouse pad. So I was saying that's like the one thing I highly recommend if you're like bored and you want to try to up your FPS game. Try a different mouse pad. Like you might be shocked. I definitely was. And then I thought this would be like another thing where it's like I thought like 120 hertz monitors were like a gimmick for a long time. I was like, you know, use 60 FPS is peak, bro. And then I plugged in like 120 hertz monitor. I was like, holy shit, dude, I'm like seeing the fucking future. So just attach the mic to your head so it's always the same distance, like to a helmet, which even like to a pair of headphones, perhaps. Some kind of weird device that both plays sound and sits on your head and takes your voice at a certain range. Also potentially with a like noise isolating feature. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're going for here? Also, thank you for the tip, Suba Phoenix. Yeah, dude, that's where I've been. Other than that, I was working. When you put it that way, dude, I actually bought like so there's a thing Antlion makes. I bought this for my VR headset because my VR headset mic, ignore that cursed hand motion, whatever the fuck is going on there. There's some vector math I haven't quite figured out for the hand tracker yet. This was like as best as it got. I think there's a quaternion multiplication that's like slightly off in here still. Because there's certain angles are fucking cursed, but like, dude, now it looks okay though. I don't know what's up, dude. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, sorry. I have ADHD, sorry. But yeah, we should play a game together. Dude, we should. It's been like, I know we've been like planning it for like a while, but yeah, we should like actually pick a time and like play a game. Yeah, I've been thinking about Repo again lately. I don't know if you're still playing that, if you're like bored to tears of it. But I kind of was repoed out for a bit, but I'm kind of like gravitating back towards it. So if you do want to play that at some point, I've been looking for like a person to play Repo with. You're not bored, awesome. Literally played with Pika on Apex in the time between you two suggesting Apex. Yeah, that was true. That was on like a whim. We could also play Apex if you play Apex, Suba Phoenix, but I won't like subject you to Apex if you don't like Apex. I think you do like Apex. I think we've talked about this. Sorry, I'm like forgetting details. The dude is like, I feel like I'm like I feel like an outside observer in my own body. I'm like, dude, memories are coming back to me, bro. I think it's because I haven't streamed. Yeah, you're waiting for me. You haven't played Apex ever while waiting for me? Oh my gosh, we gotta play Apex. Went to your guide? Okay, yeah, we'll have to pick a time then. We'll have to play Apex. There's like one other person I want to show the world of Apex. So if you're down to like learn together, we could do that. Or if you want like one-on-one Apex time, we could do that too. It's up to you. I would like to clear my throat and have to drink more water because that's how biology works, and I'll die if I don't. I'll leave you with the quietest part of the song. Right as the fade out happens, we can have some really dead air while I'm drinking liquid. That is very true. I hate to be that way too. I feel like I'm a person that will do something someday for the rest of my life. Unless I'm like, okay, this Saturday we're gonna do this thing. And then like, okay, the Saturday is the day the thing happens, and I finally do the thing. I realize like the longer I'm alive, the more I've come to discover this about myself. It's like my karaoke stream that will never happen. I'm always like, someday we'll do that, and it just never happens because I don't have to do it. So like, working on the weekends. The issue is other friends that manage to book streams with you as well. Okay, I see. Yeah, we can do like there's like a website called like When's Good, and we could go through that and we could like pick the times that are available, and we'll actually like figure out like sorry, I have the hiccups. It'll actually figure out like what time we're both available that like works for us, and then we can pick between one of those time slots. I never drink water again. These hiccups are back. You either do something right now or not at all. That's how I feel, right? So it's like I really have to like, I'm like, all right, dude, if we're gonna do the karaoke stream, it's gotta be on Saturday. Otherwise, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be like, we'll do that tomorrow forever, and then it'll never get done. So that's how it goes. I keep moving the window I'm supposed to be looking at to look at the audience. It's really fucking me over here. Okay, there we go. All right, should we play Death Stranding? Dude, there's probably gonna be so much like not going on in here. I have to imagine we'll have plenty of time to reflect on life and talk about things. Oh wait, last thought, because I remembered that we were midway through talking about something and we didn't finish. Okay, yeah, so my VR headset mic was cutting out all the time. So there's a thing like called the Antlion mod mic, and it's basically just a microphone you strap to like a pair of headphones. And then they make a wireless version, which I bought to like strap to the side of my VR headset. And it's pretty cool. It's like mounted there by super strong magnets. There's like an adhesive mount that goes on like your preferred hearing apparatus, whether it's a VR headset and or a nice pair of headphones. And then it just gives like a magnetic mount for the actual mic itself that can like swivel and like do stuff. So that was kind of cool. I didn't realize that was like an option before. It makes me wonder if I ever would have bought like a audio interface and like a fancy expensive ass microphone if like I could have just strapped a mic to my headset. Sometimes I do think microphones are worth it. I like this current mic a lot. There's other days I'm just like, bro, I miss the days of just slapping a fucking headset on and speaking into like whatever microphone just happened to fucking be there. There's like one fucking dial, right? It's like up or down, loud or not loud. And sometimes I miss that so fucking badly because like I have an audio interface and I have like phantom power, and there's like, this is a stereo mic, so there's multiple capsules, and then I usually run like some kind of EQ, and then I actually was running compression, but I turned it off. So I'm just running 2 different EQ phases, which makes me think it really should just be one EQ phase. I was using an exciter for a while, but I also turned that off yesterday. After I sang into my NT1A, I was so inspired to just like mess with my microphone more, and I was like, I just think this shit doesn't sound any different, which makes me think like, why not just not use it? So you thought magnets were bad for microphones? They might be, but it's mounted to like the microphone's housing, and then it's got one of those little like the, you know, like when the football coach is like talking on like on the sidelines of the, I don't know why this was like the analogy that came to my head. You know, when sports announcers, even then that's still like sports. All right, you know when you're putting on, I just feel like, dude, any kind of gaming headset, it's like the microphone's that thing that's like on the end of like the little stick part, right? So it's got the mic at like the hinge part where like the microphone normally flips up and down, and the microphone part itself is like kind of far away from that, like just in front of your face. So it's got like that kind of setup. So the magnet's not like on the microphone. That's what I don't know. I imagine they would affect the microphone because there's like a diaphragm in this microphone that wobbles, and then that produces electrical current, and that is what makes the microphone do microphone things. What's cool, this reminds me though, like what's cool about guitars though is they actually do that, but with the string itself. So the actual guitar string is the like magnetic diaphragm, and the pickup like that sits at the like little part. I don't know what to call it. Normally, like if you have an acoustic guitar, it's where like the hole goes. On an electric guitar, you have a pickup, which is like a bunch of metal bits coated in wax, which have wires like coils wound around them. And then as the string vibrates, that actually is like your microphone diaphragm that like pulls that little metal bit in and out, and then sends that signal back up the like analog cable that's coming out of the mic. So that's kind of cool. And the whole thing's like passive, which is also really cool. So yeah, guitars are a lot neater than I thought initially. I kind of like didn't think about that process. I kind of took that for granted. My dad's like big into guitars, and he was showing me this, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome, dude. Like, and I don't think he like cared from like he was just like, how whatever, like guitar shit, right? And I was like, but from like a physics and science perspective, I was like, holy shit, dude, this is fucking cool. Like, and he is just like so unfazed because he's just like, whatever, dude. Like, but yeah, I think like physically I find that really cool that they just work like that. But all right, we're gonna play Death Stranding, hooray. Maybe. Maybe hooray, I don't know. Maybe this is gonna suck. I feel like that's a great way to start a stream. Everybody, welcome to the potentially sucky video game portion of the stream. I'm done yapping. We can yap while we play games, I guess. Dude, my throat's making weird noises. I hope you can't hear this. I'm always certain the microphone picks up some degree of it. Someone's listening to this shit at like full volume and like, why did you just throat fucking do that? And I'm just like, don't tell me, okay? If you can hear me, I don't want to know. Like, I think it's because, like, dude, I've learned there's people that can't burp the other day. And their throats make weird noises as well. And I'm like, I can burp though. So I think maybe I'm just like, I think there's like some weird, it's like the top of like their throat or something. It's like stressed. No, it's not like they explode. It's like their throat kind of creaks and like oxygen flows out or something. Whatever burps are made out of flows out of their throat. And it's like when the top of your like esophagus like can't relax or something. And so I was like, I think I have that. I think my esophagus is like stressed and can't relax. All right, let me put the, what game did we play last time? Director's Cut. We get Tor's Cut because that's all you see in the list with the, I hope this is the right, I'm gonna feel like make an account. 505 Games uses third-party tracking technology to collect information through 505 Games products, in part to track results, which may include, without limitation, telemetry data. These third parties may collect information such as your anonymous use ID, some hardware details, the country you're playing in, along with in-game location and crafted items. For clarity, telemetry data as used herein includes quantitative and qualitative data, error logs, and tables about your device's host services and related pages accessed by users. This information is gathered to enable 505 Games to update and improve the gameplay experience. My throat's getting kind of crusty. Notwithstanding any other terms in this agreement, you hereby consent to grant 505 Games license to collect and use telemetry data generated by your use of the software product subject to 505 Games privacy policy. You're the first person to read this. Dude, the worst part is now that I read it, I feel like if I accept it, it means more. Whereas, like, I feel like half the time if you just skim shit and, like, sign it, I feel like, can you just feel like I didn't know I read that? I can't believe, you can't. I feel like beyond a reasonable doubt, you cannot be expected to like uphold bullshit you signed that like you didn't actually read. And I don't, that's maybe not the best legal defense, but it's like, I feel like there's no way you could have expected my client to have read all 303 pages of this document before signing on the dotted line. I feel like there's some legal wiggle room there. It's like if I actually did read all 303 pages and then I signed it and I was like, I didn't know any better. It's like, you know, it should be binding even when you don't read it. You're signing it, so you're responsible for not reading it. That's like how it works, but it's like I feel like that's not realistic in like today's society because I feel like this shit is written by lawyers and signed by normal people. Like, I'll say okay. Also, I think it's interesting that they say telemetry data is like the only thing they're really collecting, but then they say quantitative and qualitative. So normally quantitative is like 5 out of 10 people failed this mission. Qualitative is like, this mission sucks ass and here's why. And I don't know at what point you're going to gather me saying this mission sucks ass and here's why. It's like part of the feedback. So I don't know why they can, like, I don't know what part of, good luck, like, I guess the only thing I'm thinking of is like a survey. Because like otherwise I don't know how you would qualitatively like soak up that feedback. I mean, just says, I don't know how you like soak that up in like an automated fashion. So I play FPS? Do I play Warframe? I used to a long time ago. Every time I go back to it, I feel like I'm overwhelmed by the amount of shit there is to do. Options, game settings, share play data, change settings. So I feel like I've never like really gone back to it too much. What is this? Patch notes. Why am I scrolling up and then ending up back at the bottom of the list? Like version 1.003 added DualSense Edge wireless controller updated Intel XE super sampling XeSS to version 1.1 performance improvements. Alright, I'm not gonna read all this. I don't. Dude, they have Fidelity FX Super Resolution, which is always way worse than like NVIDIA DLSS. But I guess they're out there trying. And they say competition is good. You go back to it too much either, but it's a game we could play. Potentially. I feel like the problem is like, I'd always get, I don't know. I'm always like, this is going to be goated. I'm going to pick this game up again. And then it's like, there's too much to do. There's too much to grind for. And then I'm like, oh, also the field of view in that game seems so weird to me because I feel like every time I play it, I feel like I'm way too zoomed in for like where I want to be. Can we turn the graphics settings off? Does aspect ratio 69? Wait, can we run it in like, oh god. Every time I fuck with the resolution, it's like, this is it, boys. It's over. What is this 3360 by 44? What about the 3440 option, bro? I actually think I used to have a monitor like this, and then at some point, like 3440 became like the standard. Holy shit, we don't want that frame rate. Can I get like 120? I think VSync's supposed to be off for like DLSS, or not DLSS, for G-Sync to work properly is what I've heard. I'm nervous about keeping this on full screen mode. We should have 22 gigabytes of graphics memory. The fact that, wait, we have 4 gigabytes. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Are you serious right now? Is this how much is available? Is that how much is taken or how much is actually available? Because like I am using a lot of stuff. Like my VTuber application takes like a certain amount, but it shouldn't be taking like 18 gigs of like graphics memory. That's what. Well, I'm curious if that's what it needs, or if that's like how much we have like left right now. Because like, oh gosh, we keep the TAA on. Should we keep the TSA on? I'm tempted to put the DLSS on, but like, I know people really don't like frame generation. I actually don't hate it. All right, should I turn the music off? We're gonna like. Welcome to the Death Stranding. We are Death Stranded. Also, happy Toes Day, everybody. I didn't get to say that yet. I'm glad you could all join us for this. I saw that the other day. I think that was someone else's stream title. Wait, is it Wednesday? Is it Toes Day? It's Toes Day, right? Toes Day, dude. It's Toes Day. Happy Toes Day. I'll type it out. You can just to be sure. Happy Toes Day. I'm not a feet person or anything like that. I promise. I just thought it was funny. And I thought home with the all-you-can-eat jeans was funny, but like it has kind of worse connotations if you like really think about it. What are the gameplay settings at? General difficulty. If I put this on hard, am I gonna cry? Hide signs containing spoilers. What do you? Why would there be spoilers on the signs? I don't. Oh, like people posting signs that like have spoilers. Every time you encounter BTs, are only the first time. What's a BT? I'm super scared that like people are gonna have like min-maxed this as well, and I'm gonna like not want to. Frame generation will make sense if it uses less processing than a real frame and creates an appreciable difference in the viewing experience. I kind of like get that in a way. A lot of times it just makes like the GPUs load lighter. I load game data even though I don't have data. Load Death Stranding save data. Please note that exported save data will no longer be usable once you launch and save the game. Yeah, load whatever. Okay, there's no save data. Okay. I was wondering, like, whenever I played PlayStation games as a small child, I was like, if I hit the load game data, I always wondered if like, because you always hit like new game, right? But I was like, what if one of those times you hit load game and it like gives you like the goated default save file, you know? All right. Oh God, here we go. Oh wait, there's one more thing we should change. This is the worst part, arguably. Wait, does this have custom keyboard support? Wait. No, God damn it. Okay. I thought this might have been the game, dude. I thought I was gonna put like Dvorak down here, and I was gonna be like, yes, finally. But no such luck. Remember when games had on cartridge saves, you could rent something from Blockbuster with an existing save? That would be like, I think I mostly rented PlayStation games from Blockbuster, so I do not remember like that kind of stuff. But that's pretty cool. Do you think like they had like the communal Blockbuster Pokemon save for like Game Boy? Oh God. All right, we're just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna switch to QWERTY mode and we'll just hope for the best here. I'm gonna hope there's not too many buttons. All right, we're gonna go normal. Recommended for those who have some familiarity with action games, strikes a balance between challenging gameplay and ability to enjoy the story. Recommended for those who are good at action games. Completing the game at this difficulty level requires variety of skills that will prove a true sense of accomplishment. Dude, this scares me so badly because I feel like I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna be like, this shit sucks, and then it's gonna be like, it's like, well, were you playing it on very extremely difficult hard? It's like, yes. At least if I play on hard though and it sucks, we can like cope a little bit, right? Very hard, recommended for those who are particularly good at action games. Deliveries and battles will be more challenging, but completing the game at this difficulty will make you the envy of all your fellow. I don't think that's true, actually. I think you're gonna wonder why you would do this to yourself, and be like, well, who are you trying to prove this to? What are you doing by making this non-competitive game competitive in the sense that like, I'm the best at Death Stranding. I feel like that's gonna get a fat, like, no one fucking asked and no one cared from, like, the audience, you know? All right, we're gonna do this. The difficulty level can be changed anytime via the option. And dude, it's like low stakes engagement. Fuck, dude, I wouldn't have thought about it so long. All right, should we go with the large text for boomers like me, or is the smaller text reasonable? You've seen a handheld that a rental plays? Oh, that's fair. Wait, I thought that, but it's on like the cartridge, right? It's like you just need like a rental Game Boy cartridge. I was thinking for the follow Mako Taco. Large text. All right, large text for boomers like me. Here we go. We're gonna go with the large text. Dude, you're the 400th follower. Welcome to the stream. Happy 400th follower. You don't get like a gift basket or anything, so I apologize, but I'm very excited and happy for you being the 400th follower. New additional content found. Power Gloves. Additional items can be fabricated once the base versions of said items become available. Power Gloves Gold, Power Gloves Silver. What are Power? Dude, I have so many questions. Remember earlier, Suba, when you asked why we don't play Warframe? Like, this is part of the reason right here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I haven't even made it into the game. I feel like I'm overwhelmed with pop-ups and then not having any idea what the fuck is going on. Original content found, acquiring the relevant items with colors available for use. I guess because I bought the director's cut, right? So they assuming that I've played the non-director's cut at this point. And they're like, well, you've played the non-director's cut before playing the director's cut, right? But at the same time, it's like, I feel like it's like if I walk into the movie theater to see like the director's cut of Jaws, and it's like, here's all the shit we changed from the original Jaws, and by the way, have fun watching Jaws now. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know what this means. There's no content found. Patches. The additional items can be fabricated once the base versions of said items become available. Patch. Order deck. Attention. Order deck caution. Order deck danger. Order deck emergency. Order deck mama. What's the mama patch got going on in it? Can someone tell me that little content? Oh my god. Please just start the game, please. Okay, we got... Dude, here's where I decide whether I want the gamma that is real or the gamma that's gonna fuck me over and make me hate life when I'm stuck in the dark room and can't see anything in the dark corners. This guy doesn't even know about the odor. Dude, that's how I feel sometimes when, like, speedrunners come into the chat. Like, well, this guy doesn't know about the odor deck? What a fucking idiot, dude. I'm like, god damn. Like, players, just let me play my game. Like... Alright, I'm gonna do this. These hands are visible. This... whatever this is, like drippy texture is also available. The fact that the screen brightness is at 9 for this makes me slightly nervous that like this monitor might be on its last legs. There's so many reasons I want to replace this monitor, and I'm like, please just hold out till the monitor I want is available. If this monitor can do that one thing, I feel like it will have like redeemed itself for all the other shit that I don't like about it. Especially when else is indicated that Doom's abilities vary according to the sufferer's date of birth. In order to establish your own ability levels, please enter your birth. What do you mean? Like, you can see your monitor's dog. You can see the left at like 3. That's insane to me. All right, or should I put my real birthday? Should I out myself right now? Who's your Steam profile picture? I don't know. That's like the thing too. Is like I didn't expect to be doxxed like this. Okay, I didn't come here for this, Mr. Death Stranding. You know, if you could just like not have doxed me, I'm gonna put in my real birthday. Okay, no one judge me. You know, I'm Michael Sarah Palin on Steam right now. By the way, I was actually gonna change it to Lana Del Rey Mysterio because that's what it used to be. Michael Sarah Palin's like a band, so it's like a blatant ripoff. Lana Del Rey Mysterio is like an OG. So like, I'm gonna change it right now and we'll see if it updates in real time. I can't change it because I'm on a QWERTY keyboard. Lana Del Rey Mysterio. Here we go. All right, I hope I spelled that right. I didn't come here for this dox. Should I put in my real birthday? Yeah, so true. I wonder, I'm thinking like, well, I don't even know if it's like my real birthday on Twitter now that I'm thinking about it. I always wonder what like HoloLive does. Like, is that any of their real birthdays? Because I feel like it'd be super weird to like not have it close to your birthday or anything. Is that just like their VTuber's birthday? Because like, I just feel like we're going to do like birthday messages, right? It's just not me in particular. Just thinking about like production VTuber shit that has no relation to my life as people do. Hell no, it isn't their real birthday. They have VTuber birthday. Yeah, but it seems so weird to just be like in like the middle of August, everyone's like, happy birthday. And you're just like, yeah, thanks, man. It was like 3 weeks ago, but like, no big deal. Just celebrating my VTuber birthday. Higher levels of Doom's abilities have been observed in those born under constellations such as Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, and Giga. Wait, should I have cheated? Should I put my birthday in like one of these? I'm already sucking at life because I happen to be born at the wrong time. Dude, it's just like real life, dude. I don't need this shit in video games, you know? Also, hello, Fairy Geo. Oh, the hell no, isn't the real birthday they have VTuber birthdays? It is part of playing a character. That's like, I don't know. See, because I used to really hate corporate VTubers because I thought like, oh, they're all just playing that character, you know, they're all just doing that. I don't think they are though. I don't think, I mean, their character might be intentionally manufactured, but there's no way Bae is like singing fucking like what the apple bottom jeans like boots with the fur and shit, and corporate's just like, yeah, we sanctioned this, you know, like. I feel like there's got to be some limits, right, dude? Like even like thinking about like, I guess maybe HoloLive is more manufactured, but it's like, I don't know. There's so many things that like the talents say. That time Gargura made a glow stick disappear up her butt, like I don't think they were like, you got to do this for the clicks and views. I think they're like, please don't do this. Who is this? Is this us? Are we a Spartan? That suit is sick though. Is this part of the game, or is this just like the DreamWorks animation? God damn it, I knew it. I knew this was gonna have nothing to do with the actual video game. Dude, I don't wanna play this shit. I wanna play that shit that we just watched. 400th follower hype, thank you, Wako. They find somebody who matches the image that marketing constructed and let them have some freedom based on how well they do. That might also be the truth. I kind of believe that.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave birth to time and space.
Wow, so true, bestie.
Once there was an explosion.
Wow.
A bang which set a planet spinning in that space.
That's technically not true, but full roll with it.
There was an explosion.
Okay, go on.
A bang which gave rise to life as
that
we know it.
Is potentially true, depending on how you view cause and effect.
Explosion.
Or, I mean, you don't know that either, technically. Like, that's you're assuming... I mean, you're assuming that the Big Bang caused life eventually, which, you know, technically no one knows how life started yet, so theoretically, not saying this is probable, but like theoretically it could be magic, like. Oh, am I supposed to be like really feeling the moment? You know what the sad part is? I think like, fuck, what game was it? Pacific Drive. Pacific Drive did an intro like this, and I loved it. It was like so fucking atmospheric, and I was like, holy shit, I'm so fucking captivated. But like this game's doing it, and now kind of just like, yeah, haha, whatever. Like, I think it might be like my external. I feel like I have an external perspective and like a bias coming into this that like I should really set aside to like enjoy without an ego attached to that. But I'm also just like, you know, man. What's going on here? Don't be so serious. Yeah, don't be so serious, you know? It's like they're talking to me right now. See, the crazy part too is like Pacific Drive starts in a car exactly like this. And I was just super on board. And now it's like I'm so not sold on this shit. And I don't know why. I don't know, like, what makes this worse than that? So I'm pausing to drink water in this dramatic moment. Is that him? Is that Keanu Reeves? I feel like, dude, the sad part is, I literally don't even know. I can't tell. Whoa, wait, is that a bird dropping or is that rain? How dare you? Norman Reedus type? Wait, is that Norman Reedus? Is that the Norman Reeves? Keanu Reeves? Is this him? I promise I won't make fun of the entire game, okay? Just probably most of it, baby. The goat. Oh god. That's how I feel. Wait, why are there handprints down there? Is this the game where he like delivers the fetus? Is that like a spoiler? Dude, my GPU's like struggling. Maybe we should turn the graphics down. Also, just saying, this is a great time to show off the new equalizer that I made for the stream that works on like all the audio channels and not just my voice and or the music. These are the real waveforms as captured by my audio device playing back the game. Wow, dude, the birds are sick. Wait, is this like a so many questions? That isn't Keanu. Thank you for finally. I felt like everybody else was in on the joke for a little bit there, you know. It's like the ghost of his dead wife that he hits with his bike. Does this guy have PTSD? Is this why he delivers the fetus, or is this unrelated? The what? That bike was loud. Wait, is it actually that loud? Is my voice like too... No. Am I too quiet? Oh shit, dude, I guess we're just gonna have to walk. Void if tampered. Wait, isn't this the... There's like the second one of this, right? And people were like, if you have to deliver this, if you deliver all the shit by hand, like it sucks. I think if you deliver it individually... Oh god. Oh jeez. Okay, let's... Okay. Sorry, my voice is like a... Okay. So we can grab this with our hand, we can turn it on our back. Cargo for the smart drug, delivery order required. Total now 2 out of 4, minimum required 1. How many of these can I grab with my left hand? Do I have to hold it? Carrying cargo in your hand allows you to protect it with your body. Hand carried cargo will not take damage even if you fall. What about me? Do I take damage when I... What am I doing here, dude? What am I guess I'm going over there. Is there more lost cargo? Wait, does he just auto run? I have so many questions, bro. I feel like I've been thrown into the world naked and afraid, and I don't know what to do. How's the stream running? Is the physics engine keeping up well, or like, should we turn down the settings? Oh god, is there an FPS counter somewhere? Graphics quality default. Model detail default. Memory for streaming default. I still don't know if this means like how much we're using, or like if we literally only have 4 gigabytes available. I'm afraid if I turn this down, it's gonna look really bad. Ultra performance, dude. Wait. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to see how crunchy ultra performance looks. Alright, what do we got here? Dude, I feel like... Oh shit, we probably shouldn't kick that around. Alright, part of me feels like it is a little crunchy, right? It kind of feels like I'm staring at like an oil painting. But it's like, it's not the worst thing I think I've ever seen. In like a way. I don't think it made the game like any less like frame rate good. You know? That's how people talk. So I think like we're... Dude, I feel like this is it, bro. This is what happened. This is peak, but worse. That's what's... Is there a climb the rocks button? What is that? Wait, he like braces. Why is he doing that? That's how we signal to our allies that like we are friend, not foe. Can I drop the case gently? And then like, can I jump up this rock? Wait, what does that say? Grip for something? Grip what? It's like two-hand... Dude, this is the worst rage game I've ever played. I mean, they probably did like this on purpose, right? They're like, okay, you gotta problem solve your way to the... Oh, grip for balance. Okay. I guess we don't fall. I guess the cargo on our back is probably also taking damage every time we fall, which is like bad. We need 1, 2's peak, apparently. Keep it together. What if we just do this like slow and steady? Also, I kind of already have like gotten over the crunchy look of the game. Is it extra crunchy on stream because it's like DLSS'd and then wait, I didn't choose this action. My agency, it's gone. No, don't go in the cave. You're gonna get eaten by cave people. Also, apparently, yes, you can hit the space and climb, I guess. Oh, dude, it's Norman Reedus. I finally know. Dude, I'm so informed. Looks fine on your phone. I have to like scroll. I need to alt tab because the chat is like bugged. That's a deer. That's a cave deer, bro. It's gonna get fucked by the cave deer. Why does he have handprints on him? Is he into that like kinky stuff? He's always got the handprints on his back. Looks fine on my phone. Alright. Going back to the sorry. I'm all tabbing back in. He's got tattoos. Wait, is that the acid rain? Or is it... Does this rain make him older or is it hurt? Dude, he looks like he doesn't feel anything. I have so many questions. Do the Uber Eats deliver, they better give you a good review? I see. I think we're like delivering like medical supplies. Is he infected now? Oh, he's like allergic. He's gonna have to chop his arm off to stop the reaction. Also, shout out to Norman Reedus' nipple. Played a very pivotal role in this scene. Dude, I can see every pore on his face. What happened to the games where like... Just are there invisible people? Oh, dude, are these the... God, my theory is that these are like the... These are the hands of the other players in the multiplayer environment. We're all connected through the footprints that show up in our worlds together. How come you can't see every pore in her face? What's going on there? How come she's just like a prettier person than we are? What the fuck? I'm assuming more of this will be explained along the way, but like the baddie effect, just because she's a baddie and like we're not. Oh, you know, I thought he was like just losing his mind and that these were like computer people from another dimension. But now I'm thinking like, what if it's like invisible, like cloaked, like operative shit? You know, they're like the cyborgs of the future that have like super cloaks. They're about to get touched. I mean, maybe. Oh wait, it changed direction. The cyborg demands the deer sacrifice instead. Is this person real? I'm so fucking lost, dude. You hit her with the bike at like 80 miles an hour. There's no way she just survived that just fine. Oh wait, is he like... Alright, hold on. I've got two theories, right? Okay, either it's like super soldiers from the future with like crazy cloaking technology who seem to walk on their hands, but only in very thin lines. Or... he's freaking out because he got touched by like the ayahuasca rain. How come? Yeah, why is it walking like that in like a line of like it's left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand? Like nobody walks on like a tightrope like constantly. So like, why are his feet like that? Does he have the handprints because like they've touched him before, or does he have the handprints because like walked on his back? All right, what if Norman Reedus is like the illusion all along, and she's like the real person, and she's like just dreaming of Norman Reedus? You know, she's actually the main character, and he's just like her hallucination. There's a movie that's like this, but it's like way shittier, and it's called like Vesper or something like that. I'll look it up later if I think of it. I'll put it in like I'll put it in the stream Discord. If it matters to anybody. Prologue Porter. Alright, well, that's honest. I actually used to have neighbors with the last name Porter. I wonder if they're from a lineage of people that delivered packages at some point.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard.
He's gonna be like, she's dead.
Tears. A chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me.
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
Wait, so what was that thing
What's
about
your
like the birthdays at the start of the
You can see them,
game?
right?
No, but I can sense them.
Level 2 then.
First I was thinking like, how's that fair?
doing here?
Then I'm thinking like,
Trying to
it's a
stay dry.
Konami game, right? This is the
Thanks.
game where like, that's the guy that was like, yeah, just unplug the controller and
Handfuls
plug it
of-
into his player 2 to beat the people in Metal Gear. Like, so it does feel like a very, he'd be like, sometimes you get fucked and that's life. So fuck you.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right?
Wait, I'm so confused. Is she real or not?
Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh, his last name's also, I guess his middle name's Porter. Porter
The man who
Robinson?
delivers.
Yeah, another famous porter of our day. Dude, I knew he was gonna meet like crazy cave people. I guess he couldn't be out in the rain though, which makes more sense now. Because first I was like, why is he running to the cave? Like, where's my agency? But now I think like, had he not ran to the cave, he would have died. So like, that's a good question. Is anybody real? Who knows? Their kid fragile. Wait, what is this? What's that bug? Is she gonna eat it?
A cryptobite a day keeps the time fall away.
I knew it. I knew she's gonna eat this. I feel like I'm learning so many things. Who names their kid Fragile? Fragile. Wait, was that actually his name? Fragile Boy. I feel like I missed that
That
part.
kinda work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that, not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
I'm still so confused. He hit her with the bike at like 80 miles an hour.
I make the
What the fuck is going on, dude?
This is Bridges Central Dispatch. Freelance contractors.
Or did he?
and border
Did he not hit her? He just hit like a different person. I thought that person was fake, and I'm like, did he actually just murder someone? He just like brushes that off in the first part of the game. Like, it's like, oh well, we
Headed into
killed
town.
another Mikasa. It's like, well, back to business as usual.
Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long.
Dude, I thought she was gonna like Mary Poppins away. I was gonna like, dude, this shit is goated. She did Mary Poppins away, so now like this, it's kind of mid. Notice she has a brother named Sturdy. Damn.
The time full fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away.
Does that mean we're not gonna get
Past just
the
won't let go.
deposit for this delivery?
I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Why she have shoulders like that? What purpose? What purpose does that serve? Like, what is the point? It's like, yeah, it looks cool, but like, what's going? Dude, it's like the. Isn't this the same guy that made like the Gooner character, where it's like, oh, she can't breathe except through her skin, so she's just gotta wear no clothing. Like, the blood and stamina gauge. Okay, the red bar is the blood gauge. When it reaches 0, Sam will die. The blue bar is the stamina gauge. The gauge depleted, Sam moves more slowly, and maintaining his balance is harder. Alright, good to know. Where do we leave the case? Lost cargo tools? It's like a mission. What is this here? I feel like I'm gonna hate this. Wasn't there a mission to deliver stuff? Oh god. Okay. What is this? Oh, Curtis even. Wait, is this like. Oh, is this music stream free? Just streamable music? Am I gonna get bonked after the fact for this wonderful stream? Yo made quiet? Oh, this is the lady with the. Who conveniently can't wear any clothing on her body? For plot purposes. Wait, what I'm so like. Dude, what about the first box we had? Are these different tools available in the 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys? Wait, we can pee? We can urinate? Do we have to do this? It's like a thing, you can aim it or just let loose. Is there a peeing, like, trial in this game? Is it gonna show up on stream? I'm scared to hit the urinate button, to be honest. I feel like, did we not get the other case back? Or like, what happens here? I have that fear that I'm gonna spend like 40 minutes looking for it. Like nothing's gonna happen. It's like not out here. It was just a plot device all along. Wait, what? Okay. I wondered what he was doing. It's like he does that. He grips his bag for balance. I get it now. Wait, yeah. I think. Wait, was this it? How far away were we when we like did this? Death Stranding has music that will get caught. Yeah. Oh god. Is there like a streamer mode? Like, can we streamer mode it up? It's like a thing. Optimize for speakers, BB voice output, master volume. I guess not. I guess we'll wait, is this like the control? You could put like you could put it on the controller? Okay, whatever. Mostly just muted VOD, says the internet. Oh well, alright, whatever. I mean, I guess the other option is like turn it off, right? That's not as fun though. Alright, everyone who lives through the stream will get the full experience, and everyone that has to watch the VOD will get the worst experience ever, because it will just be like 40 minutes of me constantly bitching. Wait, so if I grab both of these, can I not brace for stability? You'll sometimes find cargo from abandoned deliveries dotted about the landscape. Delivering this cargo to its intended destination in good condition will make you very popular indeed. I guess that's us. You know, off to become Mr. Popular. What do you think? Like, is this cargo like the leftover cargo from other players? Like, how does that work? Does it tell me where to go? Wait, how do I know where to go? You wish you were popular, dude. Same. How do we like? I definitely kicked that cargo. Don't worry about that. God, look at his stamina go. Isn't there a bike down there somewhere? Oh shit, is that? All right, what happens if I like fall? You know, like take a tumble. Oh Jesus, what is this? I eat cryo. Wait, are we supposed to eat this? This is a game where I learn about what berries will kill me and which ones won't. Also, how's our calibration look? Do I look like I'm staring into space the whole time? Are we like, look okay? Alright, I'm gonna eat the cryo fight. It's time to find out what true bleeding is all about. I thought, anyway. The option's not coming up now. He's like a dream catcher on his butt. Dude, I feel like this game's gonna drive me insane. Oh wait, what is, you gotta try for science and fall? Oh, turn the music is, I mean, it is kind of loud. I think you're right, but. Alright, we'll turn this, wait, this is the master volume. How do I turn the music volume down? Is there nothing to turn the music volume down? Should I just turn the master volume down? And then sometimes I usually put this like 75. Sometimes I put it at like 50 if it's like a really loud game. Alright, let me know if you miss key pieces of dialogue, because I won't shut up now that the volume's like much lower. I'm still looking for that one piece of cargo, because like we walked towards the cave, right? I want to believe it's still out there somewhere, but I just don't know. Because my other theory is that like all the cargo that gets dropped in the world, oh god, is like left from other players that don't finish their missions. And it makes me think like someone else is gonna pick up my lost cargo at some point. It's gonna be like a beautiful, poetic, infinite cycle of like, this is where everyone who starts the game drops their cargo, and only like New Game Plus people will know what's going on, you know? It's one of those things like you'll play it the first time through and you'll think nothing of it, and then the next time you play you'll be like, oh my god, this is so poetic and beautiful. And this is a lot about society and how we all cooperate and work together to make the world a better place or something, you know? What if I just go into the cave? Can we just do mailmen deliver their own mail? Dude, that's what I'm saying, right? Why would it, oh, you can crouch and/or stand? Can we just go into the cave? How deep is this cave? I think this is it. I think this is the end of the cave. We've fully mapped the cave. Either that or he's afraid of the dark and just won't go into the cave on principle, you know? You think this guy could be the next, like, American Ninja Warrior? I guess wherever he's from. You think he could be the next wherever he's from Ninja Warrior? Should I put this on our back? I'm scared that, like, We're gonna fall and severely damage these goods. How much goods can we put on our back? I feel like I've seen crazy screenshots of people with like this stuff loaded all over their back, you know, so to speak. Where am I taking this stuff is my other question. Where do we go? Wait, do our glasses tell us where to go? Can I put the glasses on? Encourages the wearer to never forget their playful side. The color scheme can be customized in your private room. We don't have that. Dude, he looks like Batman and Robin. It's like, dude, if I don't wear the glasses and we like run through the stream, does like do we get that like, does the water fog up the camera and stuff? That'd be kind of cool. Is the bike still back there, or is it just like exploded? Should I forget about the bike, or like, what do you mean by yes? Like yes, the screen fogs up. Can we touch water in this game? It's one of those games where we're allergic to water. Is this water full of that time virus stuff? I have so many questions. If I touch the time virus, am I gonna turn into an old person? Am I gonna have old feet? Just the youngest my feet will ever be. Like, I don't want it to be one of those things where like you fuck around and find out and be like, man, I really took those feet for granted back when they weren't old, you know? Oh my god. Spider-Man PS1 rules, water kills you? I guess because it's probably loaded with the time virus, right? You know? Yeah, that was it, dude. Just body slam the ground for dude. I don't feel like he had to do that there, but he did it for some reason. All right, just don't touch the water. I feel like sprinting is gonna be the death of me in this game. Why would they put all this water here if you weren't meant to walk over it? Like, what does 1 and 2 do? Alright, if we're going the right way, because the credits are still rolling, is what I feel like. But, like, maybe I'm not correct. Nova Starling, how are you doing? I've been doing well. I hope you're well. I've seen your, like, karaoke streams lately. I'm playing Death Stranding. Is there a high tide and a low tide? If I come back here in several hours, will the tide be low enough we can walk across the bridge? I guess we go up and around. What is this game about? I actually have no idea. As far as I know, you're like the future, the DoorDash of the future, basically. And also, apparently the rain makes people age really fast. So it's like you're the DoorDasher of the future, but also you don't want to stand outside when it rains. Also, there's a lady, I don't know if she's real or not, because he hit her with the bike at like 100 miles an hour, and she like exploded into nothingness, and he seemed to like crash. Then he was in a cave, and he was talking to the lady again. Okay, well. You hope the pay is worth it. Dude, I feel like, how is this my fault? Okay, you can't just put an invisible wall there and like make me fall on my ass and then be like, how stupid of you to try to climb when we give you a climb button and also put an invisible wall in your face. Like, what kind of shit is this, dude? Wait, is there no invisible wall? Am I the dumb one? He just won't like climb for some reason? Alright, hear me out. Maybe this is a me problem. No, it definitely looks like you're not supposed to go there. It looks like there's a lot less world in that world over there. But I do feel slightly ripped off that, like, I'm looking at, like, dude, tell me this isn't walkable. You know, like, tell me you couldn't, this wouldn't be the easy way to just deliver all this shit to where it's supposed to go. Now our cargo is ruined. My knees are bruised. Life is worse than it was before this. And if we walk in the water, we're gonna get old people ankles. So like, what is one to do? I'm guessing we want to cross this divide somehow. Maybe that's the secret, you know. The game's like not I don't want to say smart enough. It's like it's not willing to let me go out of bounds, but it's like the secret wasn't finding the way. It was like just go back where you started or something. I feel like DoorDash gives less of a fuck than it does now. If you could crave steer cliffs in the hallways of absolute freedom. Look, I just don't think they should have put an invisible wall in my game where you're supposed to go anywhere and do anything to deliver shit to people. You know, maybe I'm being unreasonable. Can I, like, get down there somehow? I feel like my DoorDash is usually pretty good. I usually, like, try to tip well, though, because I also live, like, on 3rd floor, and I'm like, please don't spit in my food and or hate my guts. I'll pay you extra money. Just walk the food up the stairs. Can we climb down this? I feel like this almost looks doable. All right, here we go. Oh. Aren't I a QA game tester, Pika? Well, actually, there's a funny story about that. I've technically, wait, we can move in the water? What the fuck? I'm a software engineer and test. Sam is a repatriate, meaning that he can return to life from a place known as the Seam when killed. In the Seam, follow the strand to guide Sam's soul back to his body to bring it back. Okay, so we're dead, basically. We're in the afterlife. How do I go up? Wow. Is it like buying groceries and paying rent? What is this? Why does that baby have, like, screws on it and everything? Also, why did dude, I feel like we shouldn't have fallen down that cliff and died, but like, that's my second complaint in this game. So look, there's a short window there where the career actually earned what it deserved. Yeah, that's very like, a lot of like the actual testers don't get paid like a whole lot. So I'm more of like an automation engineer. So I like build the tools that test the game. I build the tools that help the computer actually like test the game for us. But I think that's part of it, I think, is why I'm so, like, the reason I like doing that is part of the reason I'm drawn to doing shit like this, where it's like, I like when they tell you to go one direction, I just go the complete opposite way. No! Alright, this is over. This shit's over, boys. We're gonna, like, I guess we should be more, we should brace for impact more and run crazy less, perhaps. She says, all of our cargo is going to be lost. I don't think this is the right way to go. I don't even know if there is a right way to go. It's kind of like life, really, you know? I want to find that lady's corpse and see if she's real. See, that looks like it's reasonable. I take it if you fall too far, you just automatically die. That maybe it wasn't like the cliff itself that killed me. Finding a radio destination. If you don't know where you're heading, press scroll wheel down or scroll wheel up while holding G in order to find your destination. Make your way along the hillside, taking care not to fall. This would have been great to know, like, several minutes ago. Thank you, game. Thank you. I like that you told me this at the very start and then showed me where to go on the map, and then you were like, nah, fuck that. He doesn't need directions. Just wander on, you wayward son. Now that all my cargo is broken. I feel like I already have some, you know, maybe it gets better. My current mindset is like, maybe it gets better, you know, maybe it's... Wait, we could place a marker? Yeah, place that marker there. Whoa, well that's like the direct route. That's like the expressway, okay? We don't need that. Wait, is it actually like, is that the only way? How does this work? If I do this again, will it like show me the new way? Why does he say over and over again? I'm so very lost. Did say careful not to fall down the cliffs. Does the orange tell me I'm gonna die if I fall down that like thing? I have so many questions. Are the speedrunners watching this and rolling in their graves right now? Dude, he gets like some speed. Alright, I'm gonna tempt the water. We'll see if he, like, lives. The endurance gauge. Oh, wait, so we can walk in water. I feel like I've been misled. As we have more stuff. Wait, does that mean I could have walked in the water over there? Can I walk in the water upstream, too? It's like Ark, when I run out of stamina in the water, I just instantly die for no reason. Man, his knees are so cooked. I mean, yeah, he's taking quite a... Keeping balance in a river. When you center... Oh, yeah, when you center your balance in a river, you'll be able to resist the flow of water. If you recenter your balance with both hands, you'll be able to hold on for longer. Oh, I see. So we have to, like, wade across the river. I take it if the water gets deeper, we actually probably do die. This is any percent speed. What does that terminology actually mean, I guess? Because I'm not actually super, like, familiar with, like, the... I know that is, like, a type of speedrun. There's, like, any percent. I think it's, like, glitchless. There's, like, I think there's, like, tool-assisted ones as well. Also, his knees are so quick. Yeah, dude, he's taking some falls. And apparently he's wading through water. And also he's in the time river now, so I feel like he's gonna have old people knees. Unless maybe that's what the suit is for. You know? He's suited up in his, like, waterproof... What, did I say time wizard? Did I say time river? His time river proof suit. Alright, we just go here according to this thing and we just climb straight up the cliff. I was hoping the bike would be in here somewhere, because this is kind of like where it fell, from, like, the opening sequence. But, the bike was not here. Also, I feel like I really should have put these cases in our bag if we wanted, like, any kind of credit for them. I feel like this really is going to be like DoorDash, because we're finally going to get these people their food, and it's going to be, like, smashed and crushed, like, half-eaten, and they're going to be like, wow, thanks. And they're going to call the people, and we're going to get fired. Why are we flatlining? Like, can you not be in the... Oh, I guess because the stamina is going down? But if the stamina reaches 0, do we also die? Wow, this is not the way to go, but, like... I think you can just kind of... Why can't he just, like, float down the river? Is that not, like, a viable option? Crossing a river is draining your endurance gauge. Try standing still. Oh, dude, he kind of can. Dude, he can paddle! Oh my god, this game's goated. I take it all back. This is single-handedly saved the game for me. The paddling mechanic. This is all I wanted. Turns out I didn't want to play a walking sim. I just need to play a floating along in the river sim. Can we still paddle with, like, this thing in our hands? Dude, these people are gonna hate us. Their order is late. I probably shouldn't, like, just waddle the whole way. I'll go, like, across. This man could, like, take it easy, you know? He's doing, like, a light jog. There's no need to sprint. They're just gonna be more upset when we finally deliver them. They're, like, destroyed goods. Which reminds me of a time I delivered a pizza and I was like, I think I was like super late because like the bridge like went up to like let ships through and I had to like pass over it. And I was like, this guy's gonna be pissed. Then he opened the door and his entire house smelled like weed and he was like, I forgot I ordered pizza. And he was like so fucking excited that like pizza existed in the world. And sometimes life's like that, you know? Maybe these people also have forgotten they needed this medicine, and nobody will have been dying all along.
Well, at least I'm getting my steps in.
Dude, that's so true. 1 like received. Alright, now put that shit back down. I need to eat whatever this fungus is. Wait, can we not eat the fungus? I thought this was an option before. I don't know if we were actually eating the fungus or with some other stuff, but... Alright, grab these things. We don't need to break. This seems so dangerous because I feel like if you carry stuff like this, you're pretty much guaranteed to fall, right? Is that like the trade-off you're making? Also, you said you die when your stamina reaches 0? Dude, that's so real. this is worse than like peak in terms of like footing. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that is like the trade-off you make, right? If you put a bunch of shit on your back, you can brace. But if you carry it in your hands, you can't brace, but then it's guaranteed not to get damaged because it's in your hands. I feel like you know that game where you try to control the dude with like the QW, E, and R keys? Like the guy can like, like you're like, well, there's like a foot for like every part of his, or sorry, there's like a key for like every part of his leg. And you're just trying to make him move and like not fall over on his ass. This guy feels like that's like his permanent state of existence. What's his barrier? Caution, caution. Are we not supposed to go out here? Oh, should I be touching this? Access denied. Dude's like the Matrix. I'm worried we missed like crates back this way. We did get like an extra crate. Also, the food's all soggy now. Yeah. Maybe it's like a food that's meant to get soggy though, you know?
One foot right from the edge.
Yeah, see, I feel like we barely. What are we stumbling? All right, so far I don't hate this entirely. Like it's not bad. Yeah. Let's waddle along in the river. We'll slowly step 1 foot at a time in the river. We'll brace against this rock in the river. This would have been so much easier before we were like half dead and missing like almost the entire stamina bar. I'm hoping we get fed at some point that like puts the stamina back. And or we like get less dead at some point that puts the stamina bar back as well. Alright, so part of me thinks, can we unload the stuff on our back? Because I feel like there's a lot of stuff back there and a lot of it's like damaged. Like these people don't even want this anymore. When's the game gonna tell me to like take the stuff off my back? Also, was that access denied thing? Should I be worried? Shift is to run / stop running? Oh god, don't do that. We'll never make it. There's part of me like we could have been playing Eliza P right now. Dude, this terrain looks like it's built to fuck people up. Alright, we'll just make every part of the game like this. Just do one step at a time, you know? Carrying too much cargo. Carrying too much cargo will make it easier to lose your balance, to find yourself. Oh, if you find yourself always swaying left or right, use that. Use left click or right click to shift your weight in the opposite direction and recover balance. Oh, see here, I thought you just held them both like the whole time. Alright, don't worry, we'll slowly just waddle our way over.
Beginning scan. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I'm waiting for him to like lose his footing at like the smallest inconvenience. And for us to just fall on our ass. I wonder if this is actually... Okay, so I'm playing on like a mouse and keyboard, right? I think this is not the way to do this, by the way. Part of me wonders if this would be so much easier if you like... Wait, okay, carrying too much cargo will make it harder to maintain your balance. If staying balanced becomes too difficult, try holding E to offload cargo from back and lighten your load. Can we like offload cargo and then keep track of like where it was and then like come back and get it? Or like is stuff in the wild gonna like destroy our cargo? Okay, so the other part of me thought like this would probably be easier with an analog stick, because I wonder if you can like slowly like, it's like this is like binary, like you're fully going forward or you're not. So I feel like with an analog stick you could take more of like a walking pace. Basically like this, where it's like we're almost like I'm hitting the W key at intervals. Yeah, so it's like we don't go too fast. But I feel like on an analog stick you can just do this like fluidly. Easy does it up the steps there, you know? These people are gonna be so upset. Okay, hold down. When you see the icon, you need to hold down the button. Try holding it until the delivery terminal responds. Notice you also need to hold down buttons other than F. For example, when you see the 3 icon, you need to hold down 3. Oh god. But you like in real time or like deliver requested card? I was thinking like a quick time event more. It'd be like hold this button now, do this DDR input combination. But I think like maybe it just means like at other times. Yeah, make the delivery. Yeah, deliver requested cargo. Sure. Oh god, wait, if I give them the wrong thing, do they get upset? What is all going here? I feel like partial delivery. How do I work this screen? Why was there a thing for like here's how to hold F and there's no button for like here's how you work the screen with 40 fucking buttons on it? All cargo is ready to be delivered, the order can be complete. Is that, am I just hitting the button? Am I returning all this? Is all this stuff good? Is all this go here? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna deliver the current cargo, and they're gonna be super upset. These people are like, I can't believe you gave our stuff to the lost city. You gave it to the wrong place. Am I supposed to? Well, hold on. What is this? Delivery terminal? Delivery requested cargo? This is Central Knot City, right? Like, do we... This piece of cargo is meant to be delivered here. It will be returned to its recipient. Wait, it is? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna click the button now, and everybody can laugh that I did the wrong thing. This is the prologue, by the way. We've got like who knows how many weeks more of gameplay.
What took you so long? It's not like the legend to come in late.
Listen, you.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike and some cargo.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer. You're running behind, but the cargo is still all right. Good work.
All right.
See you next week.
Is she blind? What the fuck? All right, whatever. Oh, we did it. Look at that. Dude, we're getting so many clicks and likes right now. This is what motivates people in the future. He's not even here to like deliver the goods because they need it. He's just here to get likes. Yeah, that's right. That's us. We did that. We got a B? Are you kidding? I feel like what the... I would have gave us like a F, bro. It's like... Wait, maybe I don't want to skip this. Wow, dude, look at us. Cargo condition, delivery volume, total playtime, 52 minutes. You know, that's pretty good for the first mission.
Special commission for Sam Porter Bridges. Priority 1.
What does S&D stand for? Oh, that's the guy. Or like, I guess I was gonna say Hide Goat Jima, but I don't know, man. Part of me's like, I feel, I don't know. See, part of me wants, like, my inner hipster wants to be like, I bet it's all like hype, you know. Corpse disposal team.
Igor, Bridges Corpse Disposal. Sam Porter, I presume?
Is he gonna have to tell the guy about the body he hit back there? Cause like,
Touchy-feely type. Document said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go.
what the fuck, dude? That's like the sketchiest thing to like. It's like, yeah, don't ask questions. We just gotta go. We gotta go clean up some bodies. Should have pissed on the delivery just because, is that like a thing? I know there's like a urinate button. Like, is that, do people do that? Does that not like take points away? Are they eventually gonna comment on how the cargo smells like piss? Because I feel like a Kojima game would probably be the game that would like do something like that. Is it
How
like
long
Mickey
since the flatline?
17?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where you taking him?
Closest incinerator's to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Are BTs the things with like the
Then
hands on the
just burn
ground?
the poor bastard right here.
You put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
With its help and you, we'll be able
To be fair
stay
though,
one
I do
step
hate when
ahead.
games like over-explain things. Cause like this game does a pretty good job of like. Well, anyway, this game just.
Every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out too.
Roll out.
Are we sacrificing babies to like burn bodies? That's kind of crazy. But yeah, it makes me think like, I mean, I just kind of hate when games like over-explain things. 'Cause a lot of times like I feel like I get it, and I'm just like, all right, man, you don't have to like tell me word for word. Like if you hit the letters on the typewriter types the letters that come out at the end of the typewriter type of shit. But like, this game is like, I kind of like that they throw you into the world because you get like immersed, right? It's like you kind of like get to experience it along the way. But I also feel like I do have a couple questions. I'm assuming they'll be explained at some point, but like who knows, you know?
Yeah, the world was different when I was a kid. America is a country. Anybody could go anywhere they damn well pleased. No need for
Maybe we can move the camera
tourists
again?
like yourself.
Oh my god, I thought this was going to be another
We
one
had
of those.
highways, airplanes. Hell, you can
What
even
is
visit other
this?
countries.
They went from delivering food to human true, you know? It's like we're kind of moving up in the world in a way.
As you can see, the Death Stranding
That's probably not a funny joke to make. I was gonna try to like turn the DLSS off. 'Cause it's like super blurry like this. I don't know if that's just how the cutscenes are.
And if you were lucky enough to survive, the timefall came and
I'm assuming at some
washed you away.
point, like, something's gonna come flying out of like the wilderness and it's gonna
Worlds of the
absolutely
living and the
like
dead
destroy
all
this truck. This is gonna be like, because it feels like it's gonna take us like 10 minutes, right?
Cities. Couriers like yourself got put up on a pedestal.
But like, nah, there's no way. This never goes well.
Son of a bitch. Rainbow.
What does that mean? Is that the code word? Is that the safe word? Like,
To the incinerator. This guy's about to pop.
Shit. We're gonna have to cut to the BTs.
do I feel safe? Not really. Although, like, I mean, he said we're gonna have to. I don't know what the BTs are, but like, soon it's about to get more dangerous. Why am I so zoomed in? Just suppose. I mean, you know, wait, it does a good job of like making me feel like, you know, I feel like I'm like with Sarge in the bunker back there in like World War I, you know, but like, I'm looking at his face as we feel the machine gun fire overhead.
Engine stalled.
Just like Granddad, you
Got us right
know.
where they want us. Get us out of here.
What's that thing doing? He just has that?
Sam, can you see anything?
No, nothing.
It's like Dora the Explorer. I feel like I'm supposed to point out the thing or we all die.
This BB must be busted or something.
This is just to build suspense. Does anything actually happen? I feel like it does a really good job like building that sense of danger. Just like you expect something to happen, right? But like something didn't actually happen. It's kind of like in some like horror games, it's like the fear of the thing that's supposed to kill you is sometimes better than the thing that actually ends up killing you. So it's like I almost feel like if you give it away too early, then it's like you're not like afraid of it anymore. It'd be kind of interesting if they did that to like build suspense. Why are all these crabs dead? What's with all the dead crabs? Oh, it's because are they aged? Aged to perfection? Dude, you could make some goated wine in this universe, I feel like. People have to put that shit in barrels for like 50 years. They could just put the stuff that makes the wine age on the wine. How does that work with like a liquid? Does it age the liquid, or is it like, does it only work on like non like ageable stuff? I mean like solid stuff, I guess. Can I freeze the wine and then put the thing on it and then have it like age? Also, didn't he say this body was gonna like explode? Is that guy old now? I'm waiting for the reveal that he's like 700 years old.
Shit, they're here. I can't get you out!
Oh, dude, I knew it.
Sam!
Shouldn't that guy have like a face protector? Dude, like, why do these people wear face shields? Why are they just like... They're just chilling here, bro. I don't get it. Also, are they like mosquitoes? Are they attracted to the carbon dioxide that people exhale? He's like trying not to breathe. Also, it's crazy that that guy went from like screaming like because he's trapped under a car to just like covering his mouth like he just doesn't give a fuck anymore. That dude like dry aged beef, that's what I'm saying. Give that thumbs up, but I feel like it's not a thumbs up. Also, why is this boot red? I don't understand. I think I can get... Okay, so wait, when the people don't get disposed of, they turn into those thingies? Oh, I get it now, too. I thought he, like, had glitter on his boot. I think that's just blood.
They're surrounded.
I feel like is that really better than death? Aren't they gonna have to burn that body too? What the fuck is this? I have so many questions. How did he get here? If he was there all along, why couldn't you just like help them with the body? I don't understand. He like dude, Wait, was he supposed to shoot the thing or like? Oh, he's just the guy. Yeah, I mean, he's probably like trying to like deal with the trauma of it, right? He probably didn't want to kill him, but like, he's seen some things. That seemed like the least effective way to like. There's so many other ways I feel like he could have like. I feel like what terrible fate like awaits these people that like their like death is like the better option, I guess. It's like they become one of these, so it's like their civic duty to like. So like first death, and then or I guess our second death, and then we just swim back to life after this. Just wakes up as all a nightmare all along. Don't know if most people are dying for civic duty. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what kind of fate like awaits him that he's just like death is the better option. So far, it just seems like that thing like ate him and like exploded. So like I don't know like. I guess this guy when he dies, he like follows the strands and comes back to life. Is that like? I'm wondering if like the other people also have that option, because that could be like it's like a altered, that's like a thing like altered carbon, I guess, to like come back, right, and then like print it again. So it's like as long as you kind of like as long as your memories aren't fucked or something, or not like permanently destroyed, you like, you know, you can come back. So that's why I wonder if he's trying to kill himself, so like he ends up like in the rebirth cycle as opposed to being like purged from the system somehow. This guy was holding the baby, but now he's not holding the baby. Now the baby's crawling on him and crawling away. It makes me wonder, like, is the baby real? Is any of this real? Shit, this guy's just, like, losing it. Like, is any of this shit actually real? What do you think the 6 things on his necklace mean? Does he explain? Is this explained? Norman Reedus with a Norman fetus. Oh, he's naked, dude. He's got handprints on his ass. And also, there's like dead whales and stuff. Why do you have handcuffs? I have so many questions, bro. What? What are these 5 things in the sky? What the fuck is going on? And I'm still thinking that dude in the background when he like just showed up on the truck and like pointed out the one dude and like fucked off. Like, what's his role in all of this? Why can't he just help them burn the body? I don't understand.
Falling down, London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
I'm just as lost. They really do tell you nothing. That's all I'm saying, bro. I mean, in a way, it's engaging. It keeps me wanting to play the game, hoping that all these questions get answered. I'm sorry, dude, I have so many. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Is that his wife? That's gotta be like his like he's hallucinating, and that's like his wife, right? Every time I see this guy hallucinate though, and there's like a chick involved, I'm just like, it's his wife. It's obviously his wife. It's gotta be his wife. 100% wife. You think this game has answers, but you're not sure. Never played? No, I thought you like. Damn. I thought you'd actually played it. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, these are like so he fell in the water, and now he's got to find his way back, right? Okay, so I feel like somehow this is some like analogy for like the afterlife. And somehow this is all connected. Returned to life from a place known as the Seam when killed. And the Seam followed the Strand to guide Sam's soul to his body to bring him back. What do you mean to his body? Like, his body was in an explosion or some bullshit. Like, there's no bringing that back, dude. Like, what the... I have a few homies that love this game, but you haven't. I see. Dude, this time the baby's not made of, like, doll parts. He's like he's the bridge, but I'm so fucking lost, bro. Dude, at least Visage was like, all right, the guy's kind of crazy. He's taking drugs to like deal with the craziness. Dude, that can't be good. Wait, he's puking up like bugs. Is he made of bugs? Are these bugs real? Is anything real? Is anything here real? Is this baby real? Is he the father? Is that why he has the scars on his chest? That's where the baby was removed. He's crying from the memories. Look at those little like
Once
things.
there was an explosion.
Those like the strands, right?
A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Yeah, see, it's like to find his body, right? I'm like, dude, his body was over there. This is not his body, dude. This is bullshit. Like, there's no way that shit just exploded over there and then didn't destroy it, and then the baby's intact, bro. Like, I have some questions, dude. Like, what the fuck? Wait, what was the last tick? The blood's down. Okay, the red bar. He dies. Stamina gauge goes down. He also does. He doesn't die, but I was gonna say he dies. Cargo scanner. Ultrajet can scan for cargo tags. Every piece of cargo has a tag attached. Repatriation. Sam is a repatriate, meaning he can return to life from the place known as the Seam when killed, and the Seam follows the Strand to guide the Strand's soul back to his body. Bring it back. Okay, yeah. I feel like I've questioned about his body, but like. Okay, lost cargo. Sam's center of gravity. Okay, got it. Movement and camera controls. Okay. Wait, if you're finding it hard to move using WSD while using that to control the camera, stop trying to control the camera without moving for a while. It's best to walk on flat, even surfaces when possible. Wait, what does that say? Go back, go back. Wait, use that to move the camera to look in the direction you want to move. Wait, so is it like Rocket League, where it's like, no matter where my camera is, W is like the direction my car goes? How moving more quickly will increase Sam's momentum, making it harder to stop. However, this can also be useful in driving him onward. Carrying cargo in your hands allows you to protect it. Yeah, okay, got it. Moving the camera up and down. If you're finding it hard to move the camera up and down using the mouse, try inverting controls. Run and stop running. When moving, press shift to start running, press shift again to stop running. That's bullshit, because we just said we get momentum and then he can't fucking stop. So like, see, you think this game has answers? Oh, you're not sure. You have a few homies. Oh, I don't know why I read that twice. Traversing rivers, you've had for effort. Okay, got it. I guess it's like, all right, whatever. We continue. Is this section 2? Not prologue, past prologue. Dude, he's got the handcuffs from the afterlife. Is he being investigated for the giant explosion that went off? It's like, it's just game not in linear order. Is Bridget like... Where's Bridget? Just like after he's been... Dude, okay, that would be kind of crazy / cool.
Oh, you're awake.
You assume that like he repatriates at like the same place and time, but like...
World of the living.
He could technically repatriate at like any...
doctor. Well, a coroner.
Any part. Why does this guy have scars on his forehead? Like a lobotomy patient of sorts.
Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the
It's like some
future.
hive mind organization.
Or
It's like,
waiting with
it's like, you know, I don't know if
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
it's just some like,
What the hell? 2 days.
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you.
what kind of fluid samples are we talking about?
You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
Oh, I see. They wanted to
What
like
happened
use
to
him for
CDS?
like humanity's purpose, I'm assuming.
Central Knot was obliterated in the annihilation. Game
The
over,
hive mind. Dude, that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
Place is a
probably like
crater.
he's traded freedom for like the good of
He
humanity.
wants to get it continue. Where you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redford, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated. And there's only so much they can do in 2 days. Things here are a mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time.
I have so many questions.
So the chain of command
It's like, why is that truck there? Why does it have 2 people? Why does it seem so oddly convenient? You know, like, I was thinking like this
I hate to
game
do this so soon, but
would be crazy if this game and
I had a
Selma
job
were
for
like
you.
similar. It's all bullshit. He's in the simulation, you know.
This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clingy woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery.
Is that thing where like your
I
skin
need you
rips
to
at like
bring
the
the
slightest
president
touch? So he doesn't
some
touch
morphine.
people.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Couldn't they just elect a new president? I feel like, why's it gotta be the old president? If he's like sick and dying, but they have enough organization to like follow his orders anyway, why not just like pick a new president, dude?
Because I'm not.
Oh, fear of being touched or touching others?
Apologies. This is just a chirogram.
Whoa. I knew it, dude. It's like Soma.
And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person.
Why him? This is
Are you
bullshit, bro.
really
These
about
people,
to
he's
do
being
that?
lied to. I feel like we're gonna damage this morphine and it's gonna be over, dudes.
Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
This place is fucking crazy, dude. These people are crazy. Also, dude, the whole like aphin phasmophobia. Aphophobia is way easier to pronounce. This is intense and debilitating fear of being touched or touching others. And part of me is like, I kind of get that like you can't help it if it's like that bad and like debilitating to that degree.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
But, like, it makes me think like I don't know. I guess maybe that's like the part where it's like I'm trying to rationalize it away, where it's like fears like that are often not rational, right?
Delivery order for Sam Porter Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the president.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah, but like, so it's like I'm trying to rationalize it. Where I'm like, why doesn't he just like it'd make more sense if like it actually did him like physical harm? I was thinking like the thing that would make him way more harm would be like, because he said the one lady was too clingy and he had like a handprint from it.
Access to delivery terminal denied.
So it made me think like then being yeah, that's where I'm like, it would make more sense if like he had like that disease where like your skin tears and he'd be like, don't touch me because it's gonna leave like marks on my body, and the lady happened to touch him and left like marks on his body and stuff. But here I'm thinking like, again, it's like it's not rational. It's like it doesn't it's like it's not his fault. He's like this irrational fear, right? Alright, I do have to like pee really badly. So we may do like intermission. Do you want to be left with like the sweet view of the host club, or do you want to be left with like the wonderful background we have here? Which is preferred, you know? I must take a momentary intermission. Also, we could put chill hop on, or we could leave the game music. I don't know which is preferred. I'll probably just put chill hop on, and I'll leave it here, I think. And I'll be back. I'm like, pissing game? Why are you so obsessed with this? Why do you want me to piss in game so badly? Huh? What's up with you? What's up with it? Is he gonna pull his wang out on the screen? I don't feel like I don't want to see this. You know, I don't want to you know, wangs out for Harambe. Isn't that thing where it's like the meme where it's like it's like Harambe, it's like I see you with that wang out. Thank you. You know. Confined space. Is there like a car on there? I will be right. They built in this feature. I mean, I feel like you're like it can't be underutilized, you know. Let me see if I remember how to hide the model. This happens like every time. Oh yes, sick. All right, I'll be back. We'll leave you with this wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna put the music on, I think. I was like, I'm back, but you can't hear me yet. I meant to do it the other way where I like unmuted. I was gonna be a voice with no body at first, and now I'm like, I'm back. Also, my home is freezing, so I tried to turn up the heat. So I have this issue where it's like I don't know how hot the computer's gonna get when I stream, right? So it's like I try to preemptively like set it to what I think will be reasonable during like the stream, and then I feel like it's inevitably always like too cold or too warm at some point. So yeah. We'll probably only play this for like another 50 minutes. Yeah, now it's gonna be hot. Dude, that really is like how it is sometimes. I feel like I'm the worst too, because I flip the thing from like AC to heat mode all the time. So it's like I'm wasting energy to make it hot, and then I'm wasting more energy to make it cold again, and then I'm wasting more energy to make it hot again. I'll take the BRB off the screen. I feel like I may have messed up the starting soon for the just chatting. I don't know if it's shared. Oh yeah, okay, it is. I need to make a BRB text apparently.
It hurts.
Also, I'm kind of impressed he like laid down. I'm super like, I feel so immersed. He got that micro nap in. He was like, well, shit ain't happening, so like, this is all the vowels, or this is side effect of my keyboard. I feel like the or whatever feels so bad on this, you know. It feels like I don't take this seriously, or like I don't want to be here. It's like, that's not what I meant, you know. It's just a joke. I'll put that there. Starting soon TM or whatever. I'm gonna hide this though, because we're gonna be ending soon TM or whatever when we end the stream. All right. Anyway, welcome everybody. I guess welcome back to me, which is like a weird thing. You usually don't welcome yourself back. I don't know how to communicate like a human being, so there's that. Also, thank you for the desk reading. What do you think he dreams about in his like micro sleeping? He's like also I would have done the piss thing, but I don't remember like how to make him piss. When did he fall asleep? Did you like watch it happen? Did he just like lay down? Total rest 3 minutes 49 seconds, including 3 minutes 17 seconds of sleep. Is it like REM sleep? Is it gonna break this down? All right, how does he piss? Where's the piss button? Point me to it. I don't think it's like here. Is it here? Drink Bridges energy. Wait, we have an energy drink? Did I have energy drinks all along? Dude, he's got like he can make him pee. I remember like what button it was though. It might have been the medical button. Start at the bathroom, you animal. So I wondered, like, does he just not have to pee because there's no pee option on the pee circle? I threw like I feel like it was one of those that was pee before. So it's like, you think he runs faster if he has to pee? Is it just like real life?
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Why? Whoa! It's like, all right, whatever. It's like, whoa! It's scanning us, dudes. Whoa, okay, apparently
Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation word should be pretty obvious. If you're not sure how to get there, you can set markers and draw routes too. Try it out and you'll see what I mean.
I hate games that tell you shit like this, like after I could have used this information. It's like, dude, know that life sucked and the game was just absolute ass. Here's how you're making less ass. It's like, oh. And in a way, I guess it makes you value the feature more. Like, you could have just told me this from the beginning, bro. Why'd you make me even do this? Why'd you... What do we have here? Orders, data, manual, system. View your interviews, activity log, and more. Is this for like the people that like... The items are... Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh my goodness. Is it going to tell me you ran over person B at the cargo for the smart drug delivery order acquired total as you had it for? This is so sad because like Central not cities dropped cargo. Wait, can we... Okay, remember we were sleeping, right? It's like, can you sleep and recover stamina? Okay, cargo has to be less than 50% damage. Do you think anybody's like failed this game? What happens if you like fail this part of the game? Like said, is take this and run straight into the wall. And then it's like 2 damaged and we can't save the president. Do we play like an entirely different Death Stranding? You die in real life, dude. So true. Where the fuck am I going? I feel like I marked it on the map. I still don't know where we go. Dude, it'd be funny as fuck if we walked out here and got hit by a truck. Not like haha funny, you know, but very like I would expect nothing less kind of funny. What is this? Why are you climb? That's what I want to do. What is this? What goes here? Is this like I want to know if this is like for bike parking or something. Yeah, just CO cargo apparently.
Sam, if you want to confirm you're headed the right way, check your compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you have a destination, that is.
What compass? Where's the compass? Press G to enter compass mode. That is the compass mode we are looking for, yes. Focus on a marker if you have information about it, include distance and height. If you're using a keyboard, press G again to leave compass mode. Well, I feel like this hasn't helped, but it kind of did because it left the thing on the screen. I thought it was gonna be like,
Central wasn't just home to break.
dude, this guy called like 4 times. I've been rendering for like 3 minutes.
If the president hadn't required special treatment, she would have never left. And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
This guy's like, what is going on? We just slapped that shit onto his back, dude. That's crazy. I guess that would have been the safer way to carry the cargo now that I think about it, because like we could have tripped at any moment. Well, no, because we would have protected with our body. There's no way they're just gonna let this guy like walk up and meet the president with like the morphine that they didn't like lock down or protect in any way, shape, or form. This doesn't seem for what the this is unreasonable. Like, does you think? Okay, here's a real question. I don't know about this, right? I'm thinking like, okay, does the president of this country or any other have people that like taste his food to make sure it's like not poisoned and stuff?
Same way.
No chance of a recovery then.
None that I can see. No.
We should start making preparations.
Sam, it's me, Dead Man. Sorry, my mistake.
Dude, I've seen so much shit in this game. I would just start asking people, like I would start asking other people if these people are real.
I'm afraid the president's condition has deteriorated.
What?
Thank you. This will help to ease the
It took us like 3 minutes to walk here. What do you
and allow her to speak with you in
What the fuck? I'm so confused.
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her.
What?
She raised you?
Oh my god, it's the classic anime plots. Like, it's your
You're not
dad.
exactly dressed for a reunion. Take that off.
Is there any possible way it could be your dad? It's like, no, it's your dad, dude. Like... We got 22 likes. Are these like, what are these likes, dude? Where are they coming from? Who's liking this? Is this like arbitrary, or is it like, is this set by the community? We gotta ask for awesome. Dude, I feel so motivated. We're gonna get so many more S's when we play this game. I have to make sure my cursor's like on the screen. Reporter grade 4. Sorry, I'm yawning. The cargo condition was impeccable, okay? And distance travel not subject to evaluation. You know, we just went in a straight line, kind of. This game has a lot of like plot to it, which makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm essentially watching a movie on stream, which makes you feel like I'm not like a real streamer. I feel like I'm just fucking around. Like, I'm sitting here in silence listening to the dialogue, which almost never happens, but every now and then I do try to shut up so that people can actually hear the plot of the game.
Die Hardman?
Oh, you were with Bridges 1? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
Why is this guy Dead Man and this guy's Die Hard Man? Is there a Live Long Man somewhere?
What's it been, Sam?
And Sam
10 years.
Porter deliver briefcases,
Bunch
man.
of deathless freaks meeting like this. Yeah, well, good to see you two. President's waiting. It's your mother, Bridget. She's a
I have
bit
so
out
many
of it,
questions.
but I know she'll recognize you.
How does everybody know that that's his mother, but he doesn't know that that's his mother? I have so many questions. This guy's being gaslit, bro. None of this shit is real. Like, he looks like an antagonist if I've ever seen one. It did make me wonder, like, if you had terrible face surgery, would you get a mask like that, or would you just, like, do some other fancy shit with your face? Norman Reedus? That's him. That's the Riddler, as they call him. Nobody calls him that. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
We'll leave you two alone.
You just take that mask off? They're just gonna let her, like, bleed out? The Riddler's wild? Dude, he's the Riddler. Dude. He's like a...
Sam, I knew you'd come back.
You didn't remember yours, Mom? What do you mean you knew he'd come back? Bro's out here just like, what do you mean what do you mean, Madam President? What do you mean?
Doing all right?
To be fair though, he's died a few times, like crawled his way back. Maybe he lost some of the memories along the way.
Yeah, I know you hate me.
Does he? I feel like he didn't even remember. That's like the opposite of hate. Complete indifference.
Amelie.
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
Does she have like dementia?
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out.
Is this gonna be some giant metaphor for like
Help Amelie.
your father's disappointed in you, Sam? He's gonna like wake up and he's gonna be like, my father's disappointed in me. I must change my life and my ways. She's still slaying to be like, you're like being old and dying. Or like when she's like, I wanted to send you, Sam. I thought she was gonna be like, oh, you should have been the one that died, not her. Like it's like, oh fuck. Like
humanity will not survive.
This is.
You don't need a country.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm kind of with him, right?
We do.
Like,
alone, we have no future.
This shit's wild, dude.
America's finished.
His view's wrong too, right? Because I feel like, you know.
Sam, listen to me.
Oh my God, he's killed her. Dude, she's walking like one of those like yeah, dude, one of those creatures. He sees the handprints. She's trying to touch him, but he's afraid. That's what I'm saying, right?
So you are willing to help me.
What does that
No,
mean? Wait, that was his mom all along. Oh shit, dude. Oh, I get it. Okay. It was his mom. They weren't just gaslighting him, dude. This shit wasn't made up. Like, okay.
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
What the fuck is happening? Okay, wait. Oh, like the beach of death? Is that the lady that was singing London Bridge is Falling Down last time he died? There's gonna be no way to explain this. They're like so just like cool with the fact that like her dead body's next to him. They're not just like, what the fuck did you do to the president? Like, you know? They're just like, oh shit, that's the 4th time she fell out of bed this week. It's like, oh, it's whatever. Like, I can just plug her back in, you know? Does he also have dementia? I have so many questions. Is he just like in denial that like that's his mom? Or like does he not remember like that's his mom? Does he hate her that badly? He tried to like forget or like... You know what I'm saying? And also, she's like, we need to band together. What the fuck? Oh, people are, oh, they're like, they're not real. Like, none of this shit is real. I knew it. This shit was fake all along. It's all a scam, dude. My fucking psyche can't handle this, bro. I'm so just like, what the fuck is happening in this game? Was he? So he was. He's like, I'm like, dude. I'm like, I'm fully fucking bought in, and like, so he was being gaslit. It's all bullshit. Like, be stranded with love. Is that what it says?
No one can know that the president is dead. If word gets
Oh,
out,
I guess that room was just like that to like make her last moments comfortable or something.
does not leave this room. Do you understand?
Yes, Director. But there's still the matter of the body. Without corpse disposal.
We've got that covered.
Are they gonna make him dispose of his own mom? I get the feeling that the sense of touch and or the hands is going to be like a very key part of how this game works and like some kind of
Before
message
she
the game's
died,
kind
the
of send.
president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
This is bullshit, man.
The cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now. And the CD team you went into the field with are dead. But the president's body has to be burned.
It's like, congratulations on your promotion.
Was compromised in the void out. The only way there is on foot, through the mountains.
This is so bullshit because it just goes back to like, it's like, just burn the fucking body, bro. Like, the guy's like, we can't burn it. The pollution, there's too much. It's like, dude, there's no fucking way the pollution was worse than a fucking crater where the city used to be. It's like, if the risk is that dire, just burn the fucking corpse.
Border bridges.
There's so like, I've so many. There's all right, I don't. Okay, whatever. All right, whatever. I get it. We'll just take the corpse to the most dangerous way possible to go dispose of it, and hopefully the city doesn't end up as like a fucking hole in the ground again, even though it went so well last time. If this is such a problem, why don't these people just build rooms or find technology that lets you burn these bodies without shit happening?
Can I have a moment? President Strand believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly.
That was her
to
first
bring the
mistake,
nation
dude.
together again.
I feel like the West was born from people
bridges.
moving into nothing and forming groups. Society was survived once. Like,
but we can't give her that.
I just feel like it would kind of work itself out, you know?
Without her, Bridges will cease to be.
Why don't you just elect another president?
Her cremation must be carried out with the utmost secrecy.
Even if we pull it off, what then? Who's gonna take her place? Face it, America's history.
Sam, America isn't dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
I have so many questions,
Let's not
dude.
get into it now.
So hello, Lucid. I hope you're doing well. Are you chicken strippers? Is that your community name?
America as she intended.
Also,
That's the
welcome
reason
in,
Bridges
Raiders.
exists.
We're in the middle of a
Take the
cutscene.
first
I would
steps,
love to
and deliver the
elaborate
president's
more.
body to the incinerator.
If you haven't seen Death Stranding, it's a bad time to join. If you haven't played Death Stranding, then welcome in, I guess. Or if you don't want to play Death Stranding and you're gonna you're willing to watch it, then welcome into the stream as well.
I love you, Sam.
This guy like getting the ghost memories of his dead mom.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Sorry, there's a whole lot to unpack in this game. I have no idea what's happening. There's like, how do I even begin to like catch people up? Oh, thank you, Lucida, for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream.
Facilities to the southwest.
I hope you've been doing
Remember that
well
you'll be
as
passing
well.
through BT territory.
We built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
I'll explain everything in like hopefully 30 seconds or less when the cutscene ends, and then
We'll be
I'll
monitoring you around the clock. If anything
explain
comes up,
what's going on. I hope. If the raid runs past your bedtime, I'll have a good sleep. I hope you get lots of rest and take care of yourself. Drink water and do all the things people do to like survive and live long, happy lives. You've been up like 20 hours, dude. That's insane. It's my first time playing Death Stranding director's cut, so this is where we are. We've been brought into it. We got to deliver the president's corpse incinerator. Okay, yeah, how do we even begin to like okay, so I guess the game starts out, you're like a delivery person, a glorified DoorDash driver, if you will. Oh god, it seems like
This is Dynamite.
wait, I have questions.
Dead men explained how to use the cuff, right? Use them to check the location of the incinerator.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, is that why we couldn't use the map before? We didn't have the
Getting
cuff
to the
before?
incinerator will be anything but easy.
Okay.
Move around and
I understand
change the
more
angle of
now.
your map to gain a better understanding of the terrain. See if you can't pick a path. For this war, ultimately though,
Oh, God.
it's up to you to decide how you want to proceed.
I think I'm using the scroll wheel and like okay, it seems like they've stopped trying to contact us. But yeah, hello, welcome everybody. I'm Pikachu. I'm a host club VTuber. Sorry if my setup looks scuffed right now. I went to the restroom like at one point in the middle of the stream and I sat back down and I didn't recalibrate because it takes like 5 fucking attempts at a minimum sometime to get the tracking like looking and working properly. I was like, oh fuck it, it's not that important. We're just gonna play the game. So. But yeah, I'm Pikachu. Welcome to our host club. I'm a host club VTuber. That's kind of it. That's like really all there is to the lore. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. And yeah, I haven't played this game, so if you have played the game, please no spoilers. But if I ask a bunch of questions and seem like I'm completely lost, feel free to like chime in and give advice and or helpful tips and or things. Sorry, my face is super itchy right now. But yeah, so I don't know if anybody's played this. If you haven't, the story so far, as far as I can tell, is like, okay, we're driving on a bike. We hit some lady at 80 miles an hour and she just appeared. So I don't know if she's real or not. Then we took our cargo, our bike fell off a cliff. So we were like walking our cargo to this city. We took refuge in a cave and then it was raining. The rain makes people old. There's handprints everywhere in this game, and I think they're like some otherworldly entity or something, or somehow related to the process that like when this guy dies, he like finds a strand in the environment and swims his way to it, and then he comes back and supposedly rebirths into his same body. But I have questions because we went on like a corpse disposal operation. Apparently if corpses don't get burned, they like explode and leave craters behind. And so they were going to burn this corpse, and then it exploded, and then there was a giant crater. And supposedly we returned to our body, but like there was a crater where like we used to be. So I'm like, I have questions about whether this is like really our body or not, because I feel like it wouldn't have survived the corpse explosion very much. Then we ended up back here somehow. I think we like passed out after that whole ordeal. We ended up like reborn. We ended up back here. We fucking met some dude who was like, you gotta help us, the president's dying. And then he's like, okay, I guess I'll help you, the president's dying. And then it's like, the president is dying and also the president's your mother. And it's like, what the fuck, why didn't he know this? But then it's like, so I thought we were being gaslit, but he has photos where like the president is actually his mom. But then, so it's like, I don't know, and that's about where we are, I guess. She like fell out of bed trying to like beg him to help it bring back America back together to make America more gooder once more or something. And now here we are. We got to burn her body so that the city doesn't explode again. And the whole thing is like, the dude was like, why don't you just burn the body? And the guy's like, we can't burn the body. Whatever toxic chemicals it releases will be just too close to the city. And I'm like, my biggest complaint so far is that like if the alternative is like the people are going to get toxic chemicals in the air or the city's going to explode and be no more, why don't you just burn the fucking body, bro? Like, why are we even taking the chance that like the city's going to become a crater if you could just burn the fucking body and make people like deal with it? So that's where we're at. We got the president / our dead mom on our back, I guess. It's kind of like that movie with like Daniel Radcliffe where I think he's also like a corpse. And yeah, we're learning the various systems of the game. This is like the second part of the game, I guess. The first part was the prologue and we made it here, and now it's like Wait, what is a stream streak? I'm so lost. Sorry. You reached a 5 stream streak? That's crazy. Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I thought it said 5-minute stream streak, and I was like, what the? I was like, that's like a thing now, but I see now you've been here for 5 streams. That's awesome. Thank you. But yeah, so we got to carry our dead mom on our back. And I'm curious, like, because if you fall in this game, the cargo gets damaged. So I'm curious if we fall in the game, does our mother's dead body get damaged? Like, how does that work? So part of me is tempted to just, I'm like, my inner thought is like, dude, you should just find a fall and like just run. Just like run at a wall or something and see how much damage it does to the body. But the part is like, that's kind of fucked up. Maybe we shouldn't try to desecrate our dead mother, you know? And now the game's trying to tell us how to plan. So it's like, you're stranded at the top of the cliff with no way down. Study suggests the route before setting... Oh, wait. There's some rough terrain en route to your destination. Charge ahead closely and you could wind up lost or find yourself stranded at the top of the cliff with no way down. Study the suggested route before setting off by hovering the cursor over a few locations along the way and checking the information... Oh, checking out the information about what you'll find there. I couldn't read the rest of it. I can't... I'm not a speed reader enough. Digest the information, then tilt and zoom the map to help you figure out your preferred route. Alright, so I guess that's it. We gotta do route planning, which I didn't expect. My face is still very itchy. So we gotta get to the incinerator. It's like a mountain route. That sounds very mountainous. I'm assuming the flat route is like goated, but like takes the longest. This involves a long way around and crossing several narrow rivers where care will be needed or taken. Or we do the riverside route, relatively flat route that follows the path of a river. It's the shortest route to the destination, and its lack of inclines and declines make it a relatively easy option. You need to watch your footing on the large rocks that are strewn along the riverbank. Be sure to center your balance so it looks like you're going to take a tumble. I guess from there we have the mountain route or the waterfall route, which is like... I'm so tempted to just take the mountain route. It's like, fuck it, but like... How do I like, You mentioned something about like the terrain. How do I look at the terrain? Open the menu. Wait, yeah, how do we like... Oh god, the President Bridget Strand's corpse. Known as America's last president, Bridget Strand worked tirelessly to rebuild America, eventually forming bridges to further her aims. She was also Sam's adoptive mother. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess. But apparently, like, wait, can we take her... Oh, we took her shoes? Oh, that's Bridget's boots. I thought it was Bridget's boots. You know, bridges, you know. I wonder if there's some kind of symbolism there. But, yeah. I don't know. It says to, like, plan the route and, like, use the tilt and stuff. I don't know how we, like, tilt and zoom. I want to go to the mountain route. Custom mark. Oh, we're making custom markers. Okay. Custom marker A2, custom marker A1. I don't know how to remove these. I'll remove them. Apparently that is how. Okay, I still... So it looks like on the left side, there's like a thing, right? I feel like this game tells me everything, but like the thing I actually would like to know at times. Like, how do I analyze the route? This is plot route with a mouse, like, thingy. Like, we want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go here. I still don't know how to, like, do the thing. Unless it's like, do I do that with, like, with this thing afterwards? I'm guessing that, like, that is it, because it's, like, the elevation thingy. Is it telling me, like, the pathway along the thing? You're gonna go to bed, good night, and you hope you have a good rest of my stream and the rest of your night. Thank you. He's fallen. I feel like this is gonna be a terrible, awkward mission. Is there like a... Did we get like a bike or something? I swear there's like a bike at some point in this game. I feel like this is where the first marker should have gone. View facilities with orders. Can we get a vehicle for this? Available 0, in progress 0, on standby 0. Okay, I guess,
Sam, I don't think I need to remind you, but every minute
counts
transporting corpses for disposal. 48 hours following cardiac arrest, they go necro and become a fresh PT to make our lives
so they jump to marker. Oh, that means like... But I feel like zoom... How far can I zoom in? Okay, never mind. I thought like we could zoom in, like actually go to like the route location. but we cannot. I thought there was a way to like block the marker on the screen too. That's what I wanted to do with like the D marker. This is gonna be terrible. Can we just walk like this the whole time? Just hobble along and jog. That's like off limits. I'm hoping at some point we will like I'm scared of whether this curb is gonna fuck us up or not. Cars are more liable to sway from side to side than regular cargo. If you're gonna lose your balance, use the left mouse and right mouse to steady yourself. I hate this. I hate that this would be like this. Also, how is like the... I mean, you said it looked fine on like the phone, right? The like actual like DLSS. I'm playing in super like AI upscale mode, I guess. For lack of a better way to word things. Because I feel like my models, like physics, were struggling earlier, and the game was kind of like not running perfectly, but...
President Bridget Strand was the symbol of American
I have to listen to propaganda the entire time I run this body.
The country shattered and its people scattered to the four winds. She never stopped believing they could be reunited.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing, right?
Their hope that America would rise again because they believed in her.
This guy's like...
believe that this country can be rebuilt. America lives on, together with Bridget's undying spirit.
Okay, anyway, yeah, so this guy was like, dude, we gotta, when this person dies, America dies with her. And I was like, he's like, well, I mean, then she's dead. And, you know, she's like, Char's dead, so America already died. He's like, no, it's like different. Dude, we can't let anybody know that she has died. Like, can we like rent a vehicle from this? It's like a thing. It looks like something's supposed to happen here. I so desperately want this to be able to like give us a bike or something. I don't know what this is meant for. I feel like the game's gonna tell me at some point, it's like, now that you walked all that way, here's how you could have got a bike. And I'm like, fuck you, game, fuck you. It just seems like that kind of game.
Too close.
How far are we gonna have to walk this? This is my other question. It's gonna take forever. It said there were no bikes, right? Wait, did it actually say that? Whoa. I'm supposed to go through the circle and like I didn't? Can I take this car? This seems like if body disposal is critical, like, wouldn't we want to take a vehicle? Wouldn't that make sense? Oh yeah, okay, so the president person trying to like reunite America or something. I feel like I don't know why they can't elect another leader or like pick any other person to be in charge other than her, and she's got to like reunite America, and she's like, society, she's like, these people will never survive unless we all work together. And it's like, in a way I kind of get it, but it's like the frontier of the West was like settled by like random people just kind of like grouping together and like being society and stuff. I'm just like, why can't this like lady watchtowers allow you to survey the surrounding area from a high vantage point? Hold tab and select structure menu to see a list of functions available at various structures. Is this like did Nick Easton build this? So I'm like, thank you, Mr. Nick Easton, for building this watchtower. I think that is some part of like the secret lore of the game that I know. I'm hitting the button to use the watchtower, nothing's happening. Whoa, dude. What are these larvae? Oh, do we eat those? Is that what we're eating? Does a chiral crystal? What do these do? I have so many questions. Let's just explore the local flora and fauna. Listen, I know we're trying to get rid of this body on our back, but like, you're right, this was urgent. They should have given you a vehicle. That's what I'm saying, right? We can't elect a new president because she's the GOAT, and they can't give me a vehicle because this mission isn't as urgent as they claim it is, apparently.
Clear. All clear.
You know, just what's up with that?
Yeah, just like that.
So like this shit, it clearly isn't that important to them, you know? And I'm still, yeah, so I feel like the frontier worked out. These people could make it work out too. Yeah, pick that up. You pick that. Special devices required? I hate it here. If I get the crystals, does he get like younger and more agile and get younger knees? All the vehicles were doing something else and she died suddenly? I feel like they knew it was coming, you know? Can I do something with these? Is it in the medical menu? Oh god, I want to eat this. No, my rations or whatever. Refilling your canteen. Your canteen is refilled automatically. Every timefall or other water that comes into contact with the canteen is ordered filtered, making it safe for you to drink. That seems like a giant plot hole of sorts. Okay. Living organisms not seen before the DS, consuming a cryptobiote immediately restores a small amount of blood, and more than one can be eaten at the time if required. Can be stored if necessary for later use. It is said to have a distinctive taste. Be aware that you cannot eat cryptobiotes if your hands are full. Oh, this is Bones Low Rower, courtesy of Novato Music. Is it like zoomed way the fuck out? And we gotta now try to balance. This is like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but there's no rails. You're just balancing. How are we doing though? I feel like I'm playing Fall Guys without any falling or any guys anywhere. Like, I mean, I do kind of get like the vehicle thing. Also, what the, why not like a helicopter? You know, she's too naive. Do helicopters not exist in the future? All rails? Yeah, dude, exactly. It's like Tony Hawk, but it's all rails. Look at him go, dude. Alright, what's the speedrun timer for this game? I don't think we beat it on the first mission, but like... like, what's my best case scenario, you know, if I was like really looking to make progress fast? What do you think? What's the fastest you could beat this game? Oh shit, okay, we're stumbling. Okay, never mind, we recovered it. You know, goated. Dude, I think Igor built this. So we didn't have to wade the river. Or just to trip people. Wait, is the ladder really that like... I feel like I wouldn't know if I like took it, but like... But I didn't, so... Now we live with the consequences of our actions. Dude, this river's flowing, bro. 3 hours and 44 minutes to beat the whole game? That's insane. Is that like with the cutscenes or everything, or do they skip them? Don't worry, we'll make it someday. Someday we'll get out of this river. Right, where do we go next? Oh. Right, the corpse. Can I unmark that? Custom marker? There we go. I want to go to B. To Ba. Oh god, I mean to like... Okay, wait, we gotta go to... We're in the river route? It's the waterfall route. Do we really want to go to the mountain route? This seems like... potentially terrible. Alright, where's marker A? Why is that so like... You know, the mountain route is in the mountains. Who would have guessed? I have such a bad feeling we're gonna attempt this. And I didn't know what it was talking about when it was like move left and or right. And it makes me think like yeah, we're gonna get all the way over here and then I'm gonna find out the terrain's fucked. And there's like there was never any hope.
Keep on keeping on, Sam.
He's got so many of these. Wait, we have to eat these like as we... Wait, can we not collect these for later? Just like happen to eat those because like they were there. Do these expire?
Goddamn cottonmouth.
Hold 3 and select canteen. Good thing we waited through that water earlier, right? God, dude, this is like The Sims, but worse. This is like the worst version of The Sims, bro. It's The Sims, but I gotta go left the entire time. And then I gotta feed him and make sure he like pees and drinks and eats food and doesn't bleed to death and die on the concrete somewhere. Okay, alright, you know, it's fine. No, there's no way. How are we gonna... How does one do this? How do you mountain route it up? I feel like I'm supposed to be down there. The Odoric terrain scanner. Use Q to use the terrain scanner. Wait, is that what it's supposed to do? I'm hitting Q, by the way. Nothing is happening. Oh, wait, there we go. Hold on. It's scanning. Wait, are all the red X's indicating an increased level of risk? Oh, I see. So all the blue dots are like the way to go. Everything else is like my own stupidity / peril. Alright, let's waddle down this way, I guess. Dude, this... You know what the sad part is? I can't tell if I like this. I feel like I don't hate it. Right? This is... I would argue this is better than, like, Deliver Us Mars. But that's, like, a pretty low bar. This part is like, this is kind of goated. You know? I'm still in, like, the goated kind of camp. The kind of goated camp. Look at him hobble, dude. I knew this was gonna happen.
Too close.
You beat all of Deliver Us Mars? Are you saying I gotta beat this because that's like the low bar? I was like, it's better than Deliver Us Mars, therefore we must beat this game because it is better than the game that we played before that was absolute shit and that we still decided to beat. So I kind of see where your logic is at there. I kind of don't think you're wrong. Alright, it turns out you can't hold Q, you just gotta press Q. I feel like this is the only guy that can like fall over while standing still. Wow, dude, Igor's really holding it down for like the team over here. Wait, I wanted to grab. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait, climb the ladder or grab the ladder. Did I play the sequel? No, I actually haven't. This is my first Strand type game. You know, I guess Stand type game. Wait, is it Death Stranding or Death Standing? My first game. I think Igor is a random dude that built this shit in the world. Because I think all these things that you use to like help you on your journey, if I remember correctly, that's like one of the bigger spoilers I think at the end of the game. And sorry for like my cursed knowledge. But I think all these were built by people. And that's supposed to be like your way of like you give back to the game and the community after you beat the game and the community. Because with you, it can be a life-changing experience. It's in order then? That's kind of cool. I do like rage games a lot. Because they like... Not for like the raging aspect, because I feel like I really don't rage at them very often. It's just a very like... I feel like it's you in the game. And I kind of like the perseverance of it all. So that's where I kind of think like... I might actually like enjoy this kind of game. So far the plot holes, I'm a little like... You know... Can't explain that. So again, the whole burning the body thing, where it's like I feel like if it was there was a risk to turn the city into a crater or burn the body and release the toxins, like the toxins was probably the better option than like having no city to release toxins into. But like other than that, it's like I feel like it's not that bad so far. I feel like I will have like bitching points and poke fun at it just because it's like me, but like Igor is the corpse disposal member who gave you his BB after being eaten by the giant BT. Oh, interesting. I actually didn't know that. I see. So he was the one that like founded this route. So you can save your current progress opening the cufflink and tabs. Like, wait, there's a save system? I thought this shit saved automatically. What do you mean? What? Did I not save this entire time? That'd be insane. Where's the load from? Oh god, I don't want to load. No, take it back. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna trust that like we make it. Is she like turning colors yet? What's our time? Do you think we made it in like a good decent amount of time?
God damn it.
That's the United Cities of America. It's because like the states don't exist anymore. That's kind of like a nice concept, you know? Imagine the states were no more and we were all just cities, and then beyond that we were all just people, you know? I got one body, don't ask where this came from. Place a body in the incinerator. Death had something to do with it during the pandemic. The game loop had therapeutic properties and kept people sane during the hard lockdowns. I've even read somewhere that it prevented someone from committing suicide. Rekindled some hope in humanity. Yeah, I do think like the whole like I think that end part, right, where it's like people give back like to the game and the community that like kind of play it. I think it's a big part of like the what people can do together type of thing. I guess this is it. We cremate the body. Do I have to like actually bring the body to the thing, or is he gonna like auto walk it over there? Think he's gonna have any like final words? Is he gonna have some like crazy fucking visions from the darkness when he like? I feel this is kind of fucked up, right? I feel like he's lucky she didn't like stiffen up and like he can actually lay her down. Dude, he does have emotions. You can see his face kind of like twitched there. Maybe he's one of those people that just like holds it all in, you know? But I don't. Okay, so everybody has that like fluid in them, right? So like, cause she had that like black like fluid in her, and I don't know if he did, but like, I think before that other body also had like the fluid in it. Without prejudice, like you do in this game, is something we lack on. Yeah, dude.
Heavy timefall is imminent. Get back here now.
I do feel like video games can like
Burn the other cargo while you're there.
both bring out the best and worst in people sometimes. It's I have a lot of memories like playing Dota with like 5 other dudes in the world somewhere, you know? So like
It's the unit Igor was assigned. It was hooked up to you.
it's like it's crazy what you can do as like teamwork and teammates, like knowing nothing about each other and just like working for a common goal.
Because it's flagged for disposal. Central Knot's gone, and our headquarters along with it. Because that thing didn't do its job. It's all in Igor's logs.
But it's still alive.
It can't be repaired, and it can't survive outside the pod. Pity it if you want, but the decision has been made. It has to go.
Is he gonna like save the baby? Is he going rogue for the baby? Dude, no one will see him not burn the body. It's perfect. I guess you could argue he can, right? It's like power's out, bro. Can do it. You could have a really dark take on this game, which is like, this is what happens when people use logic and reason and don't just blindly obey orders, you know, like, because it's another like fucked up take you could have. Not the preferred take for sure, but like, because unfortunately it has we failed during the pandemic. The vision's form, like critical thinking was painfully exposed. It was hard truth to accept how we stagnated as a species. I don't know. I think like I feel like it's sometimes easy to be critical of society, and I feel like a lot of people don't like understand that like people made society because being alone kind of sucks. Because arguably humanity's greatest strength is not like our physique or our ability to like shred prey apart with our like razor sharp teeth and claws. It's like, society is kind of what humanity does best, and I feel like people sometimes don't remember that.
Comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
Can you sit out the rain?
We're really good at throwing.
They're closing in on my position.
You mean like shot put or like?
I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
Why is everybody always bugging Sam about the consequences of his actions?
I got an idea.
Dude, he's one with the baby. Are these the memories of the baby? What's humanity's greatest strength? Oh, society.
Start this shit.
Like working together, you know?
Defective.
People built society because like we didn't have a way to survive without it. And so it blows my mind that like nowadays sometimes people are like, they just want to be more about themselves than like society or like helping others around them. I think it's hard too because it's like you can kind of generalize, which is not the best. It's like I feel like very few people would rarely look their neighbor in the face and be like, no, that guy's just gonna have to starve to death and die, right? Like, so that's why I feel like sometimes it gets like lost, I think, in like the overgeneralizing of like, it's like you're not as connected to like who people kind of are as people anymore, and I feel like it makes it easy to like dehumanize them in a sense.
Sam, we're sending you some suggested routes back to the city. Pick one or don't. Just get the hell out of there.
Maybe that's not true, I don't know. So I feel like if people come up to me and they're like super desperate, like they need money, I will rarely like look someone in the face and be like, fuck no. Like, I have to hold my breath. Oh shit, we're dead. Wait, can he run and hold his breath? Wait, moving slowly while crouched to reduce the sound produced by your footsteps? How do I like, do you think they see in the dark? We just slowly waddle our way through here. Also, what's the health on the baby? Is the baby gonna cry and like scream? Is that, like, you're connected to a PP or do we point towards what? Every question. Are you gonna pass out? What happens if I like become like crater right now? There's so many. I feel like this game does like nothing for like a long time, and then like this is probably good. What does this mean? I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I don't know where the V key is on this keyboard right now. I think this is it. It's over. We've been consumed. I would have liked more helpful tips slower, you know? What is this? Is that a dolphin? Is this where we meet our mother on the beach? I have so many questions. If I like void out, does the game start over? Also, the baby's like crying. We've done it now. We've woken the baby. Oh, wait, I have one more question. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go back to the city? Dude, we're so fucking boned, by the way. Alright, let me catch up on okay, wait, what'd you say? The echo chamber, confirmation bias, gated communities, people with power trying to change the social landscape with the force under the guise of law. I mean, there's a lot of that going on, but I also just think, like, humanity's, like, not as bad at it. The other thing you have to remember, too, is, like, a lot of that's America, but America is not all of the world either. And a lot of that's, like, America's not all of society either. So, like, it's not even America either. It's, like, that's a lot of that is the USA, right? There's plenty of places where, like, government actually works and, like, there's not super crazy corrupt people in power. Granted, there's a lot of places that are, like, more extreme than this, and there's a lot of places that, like... Yeah, I know. I guess there's more places that are, like, way more extreme, but there's also places that, like, aren't as extreme. And I feel like society does kind of work in those places. And even here, or even, like, I don't know, I guess I want to argue, like, even in, like, places like North Korea, it's like that society is still probably... not better, but, like... that is still a form of society, I guess, and, like, people are still doing that to survive, maybe? I don't know. Not that that's good or, like, the best way to, like, live or anything like that, but it's, like, I still think even those are some forms of society that people use to, like, try to survive. How do I resume the game? We're so dead, by the way, probably. I think this thing's gonna catch us. There was a thing to pick up back there. I don't know what it was. If I leave this zone, are we free? Wait, are we? How come our stamina's not draining? Is this all an illusion? Is there gonna be a giant cliff at the end of this that I can't possibly walk my way out of our state? Oh my god. Grab the rope. Grab the rope. Enemy induces a drop. Oh, okay, that explains it. So enemy encounters produce a rush of adrenaline. The rapidly short stamina. Your stamina drops once the rush passes. However, be sure to drink or rest from your campaign to recover. So I guess we could drink. We can also just take a momentary rest and talk about society if we want to. Chat pause 2 to scroll. I gotta scroll back down. So it's 2026, and humanity's using religion as a catalyst to oppress an idealist, been living a fairly decent life, and it's so hollow there should be more than the acquisition of wealth and fulfilling desires. If things would land, they seem decent. I'd ask for asylum without hesitation. Yeah, I think part of that too is like there are places where the acquisition of wealth is not like the end all be all, and I think even like America currently, there's people who like don't necessarily think the acclamation of wealth is end all be all. Not that they're like the norm. Sorry, my microphone like peaked pretty hard there. That's probably why I had the compressor on actually. But not that they're like the norm, just that like that's still like a thing that like is out there. So I think part of it's like you kind of have to like look for it because it's not as easy to see. So I kind of blame like media for this as well, where it's like that's not the guy doing a balanced thing. It's not going to get clicks and views, so they don't point it out as much, right? What is going to get clicks and views is the guy who's being an asshole to like everybody and his neighbor type of shit, and that's like the type of sensationalism that like the news really likes to cover and like point out and highlight for people. Where it's like, I feel like rarely, except maybe more recently than like other times, it's like you rarely hear about the Arizona iced tea guy, right? And how he's not like, he hasn't upped the price of Arizona iced tea, and you rarely hear about Costco, who's like more focused on keeping members long term instead of what Wall Street's doing, where they're trying to like fuck over the planet for 50 cents between this Tuesday and next Tuesday. So it's like a lot of it's like the media makes it seem more polar than I think it is a lot of times. And then it just depends on what you want out of society, I think, too. There's a saying that I think was like written on a subway wall that I remember. It said like, some people are so poor all they have is money. And I think there's a lot of society that's like that, but there's a lot of people that like don't necessarily live for that or believe that. You just kind of have to like find them or know that they're out there. I'm gonna walk across the ladder this time. We're gonna use Igor's kind laddermanship. What happened to the baby? Is it still in there? I love that the music is like played back. Dolphins are more social than humans. I don't know, man, you know. I do think it is easy to look at the bad in humanity, but then it's like, it's easy. There's like good in the world too. There's food banks and people helping in situations. There's disaster relief and things like that. Like a lot of it's like not at a level you'd want it to be at. And I think like in some ways you can go like take your time and you can like kind of change it and everything like that. And I think not enough people kind of like do. But it makes me think like it's there. It's a start. It proves that like humans aren't purely evil to the core. I've seen humans save animals even when there's nothing for them to gain from it, you know? So it's kind of like a... I think there's hope. That's also kind of what I choose to believe, I guess. It's like I believe in the inherent good in humanity, and that people kind of get lost, or that their ways of doing things don't necessarily seem like, maybe not the best, but I often find that like most people in society aren't purposefully fucking society over. Sometimes they're just doing what some people might think is the wrong thing for the right reasons, potentially. But again, that's just what I kind of think. You guys fighting in the chat. This is why politics usually get banned in some circles. I try to keep open-minded discussion, so please be civil, okay? I don't know. So part of it's like you say you look at the world and you're ashamed to be human, but it's like there's a lot of places in society that like aren't necessarily about like I feel like there's a lot of good in humanity, I guess. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think a lot of it's like kind of how you see it too. Like if you choose to look at the bad parts, you'll only see the bad parts. If you choose to look at the good parts, which is what some people also do, and I think that's also why they like kind of don't like I think there's a lot of people that look at the world and they just kind of think like everything is fine because their life is fine, and that's like the other side of it too, right? It's like I feel like you need like a balance to like kind of get the more objective view of where the world kind of is.
Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
You think it's a coincidence that this place is called Capital Knot City? Like, it's spelled not like the type of knot in a rope, but it's like, could be not as in like the not a city. Like it's not a city, capital not a city. I still feel like Shadow. We're gonna have to change the subject if people can't be reasonable about it. I'm not gonna end soon anyway, actually, but I do appreciate, I guess, your opinion as well, but I do think a part of it is kind of outlook based. And then the pragmatic part too is like, if you can't change a lot of, like, I don't know, I think a lot of people can complain about a lot of things. It's like the donating blood thing, right? Or it's like, no, you're fine, you're fine.
I'm sorry, but this BB has been pushed beyond its limits. Disposal is the only option.
Sam, get cleaned up and come to the president's office. We need to talk.
Is he gonna save the baby? Is he gonna dispose of the baby? Becomes my question. Is that Steve Buscemi?
See the sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending.
Yeah, you can ask whatever you want. Just your question. How much of the game do I know, story and gameplay wise? Almost nothing. This is like a first time run through everything. But also Senzubin, I would ask that you be respectful because Panda's trying to simmer down and I feel like he's trying to be respectful. Sorry, there's like an awkward silence here. I guess that's it. We've done it. We've completed the mission. I'm afraid there's gonna be like a cutscene that happens like right after this. I really wish there was like a save. Kind of save and like exit. There's no troll in here, okay? You calm down. We could focus on the game at hand, and we could worry about current affairs later.
Sam, I thought I told you dooms and BBs were a dangerous combination. Huh.
Can I carry my oomph across distant lands? Is my oomph an easily carryable baby, or is my oomph like
How you talking about?
like that lady, like the corpse he had to strap on his back and like waddle on?
Your errand boy.
Well, in any event, it seems it owes you its life.
Should you be shaking it like that?
You too.
As you say, I shall look after it. Give my regards to the
I
president.
know that said like, that said like, oh god, what's his name? I'm gonna fuck it up. Like, Guillermo del Toro, but it makes me think like, dude, that guy kind of looks like Jonah Hill from like that angle when he's holding the baby like that. Gave the baby, gave the middle finger to dead man. Oh, I'm gonna time you out for this like comment. No, I'm sorry, but I'm also like, I did ask that you be reasonable or respectful, I guess is what I said, but especially because like, no offense, like you're new here. It's like I know Panda and he's been my friend for like a while, so.
Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away.
Also, he has the dream catcher. This explains many things. Also, I do appreciate you stopping by and everything. So I hope it doesn't come across entirely bad or anything. I don't also want to shut you down politically, but it's like if we can't be respectful, I think it devolves very quickly. So, which is part of like the other issue I think with like society, right? I feel like everybody has like their side to tell, but they don't necessarily like approach other sides receptively. So like in some ways I kind of think this may also be like a bit of the problem.
There's a private room set aside for your use. Bridges perk. Take a moment to clean up, wash all that chiralium off, then come to the president's office.
We can examine. Oh, I thought this said examine fingers. We could take a shower. Can I just save the game? Take a. Wait, does it take a shower the mission? Is that like? I'm hitting the examine figures button. What the dude? He's pointing. He's doing the pog thing. Is this gonna like grow as like the story grows? How does that work out? Can I save? Can I save from here? Am I free? Am I free to go? I'm not free to go, dude. Why can't I save the game? Sam is wearing it. Yeah, he's wearing it because like that's the thing that he got in like the cutscene, right? He has it like on his back. Like he had it on his jean pocket, for lack of a better term. Take a shower. Use toilet under construction. Use the sink. I mean, he does have to wash his face, right? I feel like the shower is like the preferred choice. I'm afraid the shower is going to show too much for the stream, though, you know? I'll take a photo. Dude, the inside of his mouth is like so realistic, but also so gross. What the? Why would you take a photo here? I don't understand. Why is he sitting on the sink? It's like testing it for like... Dude, I regret moving the mouse. But like... Imagine the show never got just showcasing it, dude. You're just testing the sink stability with my ass again, just like. Okay, please go back. All right, I guess we just shower. It said shower. I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, chat, close your eyes. I think nudity is fine as long as it's not the focus of the stream. Look at him rinse away. Look at the shot, dude. This is so far. This is way more censored than Dispatch. You know, this game had to show Norman Reedus' feet so that Dispatch could show main character dong. You know.
Can you hear me?
For fuck's sake, isn't anything private anymore?
Oh, no. Except for taking a shower and going to the toilet, that is.
Wait, there's a toilet in the shower?
I take it you were getting yourself cleaned up.
That's the future, bro. Should totally piss and shit. Dude, why are you on this piss thing? He does have the ability, right? I mean, that was like one of the options. Which there was like energy drinks on. I didn't realize showering was gonna like skip to the next scene. We could have. There was more to fuck around with in that room. I think we go back there later at some point though. It mentioned something about like upgrading that place.
Thank you. Bridget may no longer be with us, but her legacy has a chance to live on. Sam, listen to me. America, Reconstructionism. Her dream isn't dead.
I don't want to hear it.
I kind of get the political take
This
that
is the face of our new hope.
you know, first I thought it was like unrelated, but the more I like hear about this, the more I'm thinking like I kind of maybe get it more. I feel like there's probably a lot about that message in this game. And I'm wondering if This is gonna become a spicy game to stream. Dispatch wasn't censored at all.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here.
What? Wait, she's played by the same lady that played the mom is the same lady that played this lady? You see that? I think they were both Lindsay Wagner.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she...
Wait, the weird part too was like when his mom died, it transformed into like this lady. She saw the vision. And this is the lady that sang the like London Bridge and then walked into the river.
But you do, Sam. You look good.
What's this awkward sexual tension in the air between him and this lady?
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt. Samantha America
You think they're gonna
Strand,
put some like
our new president.
Oh, I thought they were gonna make her look old and just try to pass her off as like the other lady.
Nation. Under Emily's leadership, we'll re-establish the UCA, the United Cities of America.
Also, I don't know if you ever answered the question about the
This is
oomph.
how we'll rebuild
Is my
our
oomph a
country.
baby that I'm carrying in like the bottle, or is my oomph a person that I'm carrying on my back on a chair?
I said my goodbyes to all of you when I said them to Bridget.
We never forgot about you, Sam.
Dude, he's like, fuck this family,
You
bro.
ran
I want out of this
You
shit.
cut us off.
I feel like he did. Shouldn't they like? I don't know. I was gonna say, should they respect that in like a way?
The best of Bridges won and went west.
She's like, you cut us off. And he's like, yeah, and you're gonna stay cut off. And then just walks out of the fucking room, dude. Strangers to lovers tag. Wait, this at them.
I led them past
Stranders to lovers, if you will.
I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Never once missed a BT. Saw him coming a mile away.
We convinced community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Edgenot City.
I feel like they're
all the way to the Pacific.
Why are they all not city?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
But
it's
then
got to be
everything went
symbolism.
to hell. The team was wiped out.
They're not city because
Emily
it's like
was taken.
not a city. This not a city.
Taken.
I'm not being kept in a cell
Just
or
like
anything like
that movie with Liam Neeson.
I'm allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
This seems like a trap.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenot City. Well, that's what her keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Emily's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group. They run Edgenot City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits.
Every couple on along on a scales of strangers to lovers tag. I guess that's true, you know, in a way.
You think the suicide that took out Central Knot was one of theirs?
Could be. There are
Excuse me,
extremists
I'm
like the
yawning.
demons everywhere.
You just
Plotting
described a
against
normal relationship. You're
They're
strangers to lovers.
decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future.
My eyes are burning.
If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone.
This seems like a very, I feel like,
Sam.
They
think that America
he could empathize with them, you know?
Force. By men who tell them what to do. Who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
I was gonna say, isn't that ironic, you know?
You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a symbol of our bonds.
You know what Shakespeare
That's what we
says.
need right now.
You know, what's in a
Not to
name?
stand
If
apart,
I
but
was
to come
fighting the
together.
other name would
To
still be a
form
shackle
our
on your wrist.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to
Oh, see, I wondered what that thing was on his neck. I'm also more convinced that this shit isn't happening linearly.
and reconnect the people of our great nation.
Because it's like this, he had that necklace when he died, like at the very
Find
start.
Emily and bring her home.
So now I'm wondering, like, when he rebirths and finds his way through the strands, I think he like comes back in different time zones or something. Not time zones, time periods. I don't think it's linear.
This is how we'll move forward.
It can't be totally. That's what I'm saying, right?
Sam, we need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that.
But he's part.
Not getting
But
involved
the organization's Bridges.
ever
Does that
again.
mean he's part of the family, the Bridges?
Wait.
He's like, I'm not a Bridges. My last name's just Bridges. Like,
See? It's like I'm not even here. Same as it ever was.
Sam! Sam! Hold on. Stop! Listen to me. America needs you. Both of you.
Yeah, covering the world in
Stories of
cable didn't bring an
fever
end to war and
dream,
suffering.
same as it ever
Don't
was,
act
dude. There's
surprised when it all
a
comes apart if you try to do it again. Round and round.
the
it
song by
goes.
Astronautilus where he
Connect,
says that
reconnect. It's not that simple.
this town just ain't the same place that it ever was.
Sam. Just take it easy.
Actually, I guess that's the
Get it?
opposite of same as it ever was. But
You don't have to commit to anything now.
the way he said it, the voice line had the same
Why not
like
get some rest?
tonality and cadence.
Good idea. We all need our sleep. Leave it too long and you're liable to reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance has been completed.
I wish you'd like stop shaking
Various
it. You know?
adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again. For once, it would seem that Dooms and BBs are a good combination.
You know what I'm extra lost about though?
Or perhaps the two of you have something of
I
an
thought this
affinity
was
for
like
one
not
another.
my. This is no. That's a song where the Talking Heads. Like, the thing I don't get right is like, okay, so he has. All right, I'm super confused now because he had that necklace full of keys. I thought that was before the place exploded, but the BB is from the place before the thing exploded because that's the BB that Igor had before the place exploded. So it's like I'm wondering if it's like some kind of weird like less of like a completely non-linear and more of like they're somehow linked across like world lines or some shit like that. Like a muddy looping timeline. There's a show I watched a while ago that was like really good and was about like 3 separate like kind of like places in time that kind of like looped all together.
Sam.
I can't remember the name of it. I remember I got to like the last season episode, like 2 episodes before the finale, and I was finally like, I'm fucking bored of this shit, man. Fuck this. But like, up until that point, it was pretty fucking goated, but like,
Our Sam Strand.
Not anymore.
where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is this?
Sam Porter Bridges.
It's a funny word, strand. Strand is part of rope or bond, while stranding means being washed up on the shore. And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific.
Anybody else following along?
Thousands of miles away. But our bond still holds.
How'd she take his necklace? Doesn't make any sense. Is this a dream?
You're free, but we're still connected. Don't tell me we're not.
Seems like an awful lot of weirdness for like his potentially adopted, potentially stepsister. Like, what is this energy? Like, what's happening in this game? I don't understand. Why is her dress blue now? Or gray? Why is that dress red?
Come back, Sam.
Okay, I'm calling it now. Sam's in a coma. It's all a coma, bro. And she's like, Sam, you gotta wake up. It's like that's the only thing that like it's like that episode of Futurama when Fry's like also in the coma. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that episode of Futurama, but like, yeah, dude, why didn't you say that? He's like, your clothes are black. The replay here is not making more things clear. Yeah, exactly. The problem too is like, I feel like this is just like a this is gonna sound bad, right? But like, I feel like it's a pretty common thing in like in Japanese culture, right? Where it's like the meaning of words and their symbology and like how certain words have double meanings.
Wait.
It makes me think of course they would focus on the meaning of the word strand. It wasn't just a coincidence that this game was named like Death Stranding is what I'm trying to get at here. Alright, I'd be like, review the security footage. How did this shit get in my hand and off my neck? Dude, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, how did he, like... And they chain him to the bed every night before he sleeps, and that's how they know the bond is real? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
You were out like a log. Must have been beat.
Oh my god, can I save
Private
now?
rooms come with all the basic amenities.
Like,
shower, toilet, etc. Drop in when you need to rest.
Can I
inspect your gear, review info, or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our staff.
Why does he look like
But
that?
before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
Examine equipment rack, check on BB, examine weapon rack. Use the toilet standing. Alright, just for you, Mako, we're gonna use the toilet standing. I'm gonna end the stream if I can save.
Sam, Hartman here.
Are they gonna make like a mini game out of it? Oh, I thought they were gonna let us like aim it, you know?
As well as those of dooms and repatriates. When you relieve yourself, a certain amount of chiral matter is flushed from your system. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as, in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralium contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. Allow me to collect a sample of your excretions for my studies. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to and your overall health.
That'd be like pissing in the woods is dangerous? Like, what are we going for here? Alright, how many figures are in the thing now? Oh, there's more. Wait, no, there's not. It's the same. Alright, can we wash our face? I have so many. Dude, I feel like my worst part about this is I feel like it's not going to let us save. It's going to give us another cutscene. Why does he look at his face like this? That's what I don't understand. There's no other action to perform as far as I can tell. That's it. He does that, and then he was sitting on the sink before. Maybe eventually he'll like shave. Oh no, there are different actions. Oh, it's because I moved the mouse in the same direction. Whereas Peko Koshima designed as intended. I'll give you a break from the plot to do this brief intermission before we give you more of the plot. How come the wheel won't tell me like what are the actions available? Will it tell me? Just tell me. Is one of these the shave action? Wrong game, no spoilers. Oh, wait, is she actually in Death Stranding too? I know she was in like some project of his. I'm pretty damn impressed if she actually like made it into a Strand game. Is this just normal mirror behavior? I feel like I don't typically. Dude, I feel like if I go in the bathroom and look at the mirror, it's usually like to do my hair or like shave or like wash my face. I feel like I rarely ever just like sit there and make faces in the mirror. Am I just not living life like well enough? Why does he look so like lost in the sauce when he just like sits on the bed too? Alright, what do you got for weapon rack?
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it.
Oh, I think
Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see.
What the
See the red
fuck?
there? That's your blood.
The red parts or like the other parts? What is? You're clearly not as handsome as Norman Reedus. Oh, I see. That's what's been keeping me back all along. It's like I'd look at my face more in the mirror if there was Norman Reedus's face. Is that what you're saying? You can't just keep the baby in the tube like that. That's like, isn't your Batman what your bat's gonna look like? A big pea? Nesh?
This
I
is
mean,
I calibrated your BB based on
there's gotta be a way to like make a pea look like one of those, right?
It's still just the best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
Wow, the BB. Am I like a bad person if I just like skip to the? How do we get out of here? Drink these energy drinks. Graphic design is your passion. Are you saying you're up for the project? Yeah. What if I drink like 40 of these in a row? Does he just have like heart palpitations and die? Dude, you should not drink that in like a single. That is not good for you. What's the caffeine? Wow, how much caffeine is in this? Stamina increased by 10%. Can we boost up to 25? Am I supposed to drink these every time? What if I just keep drinking them? I hate that it's cryptobiosis flavor of all things. Where's the game? So real, dude, I'm telling you, bro. This is Norman Reedus's private life simulator. Bro is yoked. It's fine. Dude, we're gonna be so stupid. Are we gonna crash later? Because that'd be funny as fuck. I have to drink all 5 of these. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't have that kind of time, bro. I feel like. Can we do, is that permanent at least? Or like.
With that terminal there, you can browse the bridge. You don't have clearance for everything, but there's still plenty.
Oh god. Are we saved in here? Oh, can I go to the system? Can I save the game? Oh, thank God. Alright, I'll drink the rest of the energy drinks next time on stream. I'll drink an energy drink next time, and then the game can also drink an energy drink next time. Does that sound like a... Is the progress will be lost? We did hit the save, right? Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna click the button. Dude, it died like so fast. I feel like I was not prepared for this. I know that I should be, because it's like I hit the end game thing, like what I expect, but like... It just shut down so fast. Imagine seeing that in the sky, the Pika Shrigma thingy. The void, yeah, dude, you're looking back into the void back there. That's what happens when there's no game back there. I think the lighting is still like slightly off when the room is there, and then when it's not. We'll fix that at some point. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thanks for stopping by and visiting. Sorry I'm not really talking to the mic. I think I slouched down in my chair at the end there. I'm Pikachu. Thank you for visiting our host club. Have a wonderful evening. Be well. I'm trying to think what else people say at the end of a stream. This is the part that always gets awkward because I feel like I've streamed too long and my brain's like beyond dead. So I'm super hungry. I'm gonna eat food. I hope you all do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. When's the next stream? Should be on Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we'll start at some time between that time period, and we will go until I'm probably sick of playing Death Stranding, so. Or until my brain is like mentally fried, one or the other. Yeah, we're probably gonna play this for a while, at least until I make a concrete opinion of whether we hate it or not. So far, it's pretty decent. You know, I can see why this may have won some awards and stuff. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Take care of yourselves. Be well. There's a link to the Discord down below. If you like the Discord, you want to talk after stream, you want to chat. There's a link to the Twitter if you want to look at all the shit posts, or if you also want to message me there, that's fine too. I don't shitpost as much as I used to, but man, I could and or should, you know. If you have an interest, let me know. Thank you for the stream. Your first time seeing Death Stranding is cool. No, thank you for showing up, Mongo Taco. Thank you, Fairy Geo, and thank you, that Daft Punk Panda, and thank you, Tiger Scar VT for the follow, and thank you, Lucid, for the raid, and thank you, Daft Punk Panda for the raid. And also, Malaki Amez Graceful Ho subscribed at some point 12 days ago. So, thank you. Thank you for that. I don't know how you found the channel, but thank you. Oh, dude, we have 401 followers. So, also, thank you, Mako Taco, for being the 400th follower, you know? So, yeah. We're probably going to do a raid. Please stick around for it if you have the time and or are willing. I'm a smaller streamer, so I don't often get to raid people, even though I would like to do that more. Sorry, we got some options. I'm definitely not scouting the internet right now to figure out who to raid. We do have options, dude. I haven't raided Annie in forever. I kind of want to raid her, so we'll probably do that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Oh, she's playing Overwatch 2, you know. I know it's not the most exciting thing or like the best thing in the world, but she's a friend that I haven't talked to in a while, so. Until then, or I guess, yeah, take care of yourselves, be well, live long, happy lives, even if we don't meet each other again at any point in the future. Thank you for choosing to spend this moment of your life here. I know it's not that deep, but I do appreciate it, and even if this is like the only moment our lives are connected, I do hope you have a long, happy existence. I think that's it. That's everything I've got. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Afford others the same kindness you afford yourself. Afford yourself the same kindness you afford to others. And with that, I will click the start raid button, and we'll begin the raid just as my voice reaches its crustiest stage. I'm going to move the chat this time because a lot of times I start the raid and I can't see what you guys are saying as you're saying goodbye, so I'll click the start raid button. Parasocial Peak. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, you can feed. I feel like I think my DMs are open again. If anybody wants to like hang out and chat or talk after stream. Otherwise, or if you find the VOD on YouTube and you want to reach out at some point, that's cool. I realized I told people that they were open forever, and then I found out recently that they weren't. I turned them off at some point because people on random servers kept trying to sell me graphics, and I was like, I don't fucking care. So like, as long as you aren't a graphics salesman, my DMs are open. But all right, we're gonna raid Annie. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you all for hanging out. So have a good night, and or whatever time it happens to be, wherever you happen to be in the world. I did it. We did it. We did the stream. Okay, welcome to the welcome to this. Oh my god, I haven't done this in a while. Welcome to the super secret stream after the stream. This is the part that the VOD watchers get to enjoy, even though I don't think I published the last like couple VODs forever. So at some point, there's going to be more Pico Chopin content out there, and if you watch it, and this is like the part you see, thanks for being here. Thank you for hanging out and watching the whole VOD and just, yeah, seeing the end of the stream and stuff. That's kind of all I got. I'm late for my raid. I don't have a whole lot to think of this time. I kind of like yapped too long. The game had too much time for yapping. So take care of yourselves. Be well again. And for real this time, goodbye.